And we are la 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 live. Yo, I need like a soundboard so I can have like the so I can sound like
No, you don't.
we're on a
You don't
radio
need a
show.
soundboard.
Boom, boom, shebang. But hey guys, welcome to the Loreverse live podcast. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, and we are joined with obviously Carter to my bottom left, Dallas to my bottom right. What's up, boys? How are you guys doing today, man? What's popping?
Good. How
Dylan,
about you?
Man, it's been a great few days, man. It's been a great few days, you know.
just
You
got
guys,
off corporate slavery.
hey man, I've been fighting for my life. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm chilling, man. We are, yeah, right. Been a battle. Nah, it's. I'm chilling though, bro. It's New Year's tomorrow or New Year's Eve. My wife's
Year's Eve.
birthday is on New Year's Day, so you know we're chilling, we're vibing, the usual. But guys, we do have a fill docket. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're gonna do some wrapping up of the year. Just to let you guys know, for Stranger Things, I'm gonna be bringing up Brendan because he has a couple theories for Stranger Things, and I wanted you guys to all talk to him about it. I thought it'd be funny. So
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa! Wait! Thanks for not telling me that at all.
yeah, I
Well,
wanted to
you just
surprise
linked to
you.
the news.
Yeah, because honestly, I feel like you wouldn't have joined the show if you knew that he was going to be hopping on. So
Yeah, I
you
might
know,
just hop off now.
so I kind of had to just play. I kind of had to be a little low key with it. But like,
Bro.
but honestly, bro, Brendan doesn't have bad takes on it. So and he hates he hates this second half too. So you
Okay,
should be fine.
good. You can bring him on. He knows ball.
Yes. Hey yo. All right, so we are about to get into this docket. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So first we are going to obviously talk about the highlight of this, which is the Thor Avengers Doomsday trailer, which we all saw last week because it ended up leaking. But today we got an actual, was like we got an actual 4K trailer that was released by Marvel Studios. Obviously, the views are going crazy. It did over 1 million in like 40 minutes. You know, fans are going crazy. The fans that aren't into it as much as us are excited. So I want to ask you guys, right? The first question is like, how do you guys feel about this Thor trailer? Do you like what you're seeing so far? Obviously, it's not him fighting or anything. But like, how do you guys feel about it? Like, what's your thoughts from watching this quick teaser of Thor?
You want to go first or me?
You can go first.
So so this trailer was like really it was good. I do like the color scheme they have in it. It looks like it's different than what they've done in the past, like color scheme wise. It's just very like it's more subtle. Like it actually looks like real life. It's not like very like bright and vibrant. And the fact that like me and you talked about it earlier, see, like the fact that like there is a god who is Thor and he is praying for more strength is very crazy. Like that just goes to show like how much of a threat Doctor Doom is at this point. And like granted, it's only a teaser, so we can only get so much of it, but like he is genuinely scared and all he wants to do is just go back and just be a dad to his kid. Like he is so scared that he is not going to make it out. And I mean, we'll see what happens when the movie comes out next December, but I mean, I don't know what could possibly happen to him because he is the strongest Avenger, but like nobody knows. Like Marvel has been known to kill off people that we did like. So like we don't know what could possibly happen at this point, especially with Doomsday, because now they're saying that they're not going. If a person's dead in Doomsday, there's no shot of them coming back. Like they're dead. It's not like Infinity War where they just come back. So,
Who said that?
well, that was a quote that was actually put out earlier this year.
By the Russos?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I mean, technically, with what's going to happen, it's possible.
But we also get the reboot, so people are going to
Yeah,
come back, of
technically
course, like
true.
heroes.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like I think they're just not coming back in Secret Wars, basically.
Okay. I have a I have a theory about Thor, but Dallas, how did you feel about that teaser trailer with Thor?
I mean, I'm not gonna go and start glazing the color scheme or anything, but I mean, it was fun. I mean, it is interesting that Thor, who's supposedly the mightiest Avenger, is praying for more power. And it hints at the threat. Me and you were talking about it the other day. That Doctor Doom is going to take over the Sentinels. Which if that were the case, then yeah, Thor's going to need a little extra might. But I mean, even that might just not be enough. So I mean, it was better than the Captain America trailer, because all we did was see him hold a baby and drive a motorcycle. So I will say, I mean, it was fine. It was exciting, I guess, for the thought of maybe what's to come. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
I want to see a more super. I want to see like a more powerful Thor, and we just haven't gotten to see that. And like
yeah,
hearing him speak and like his how he normally, like how Thor, like when we first saw him, was speaking in his like tongue, and how like he just seems more like fervent. Like he seems more Thor. If like, and that's pretty exciting. So
yeah. I agree. And I agree with everything you guys are saying. I think that this Thor trailer was the best one so far. And don't worry, guys, we're gonna talk about the X-Men one next, because that one is just bonkers insane. But obviously the Thor, I think the Thor teaser was good. I did want to read this word for word, but before I read this, do any of you guys want to read Thor's prayer and your Thor? Could any of you guys give a good Thor accent right now? Yes or no?
No.
no,
To take a shot at it. Okay, I'm not going to do it because
no,
I'm
you
just
gotta
going to
do it.
sound like I'm okay. Here we go. Father, no, it sounds bad, bro. It sounds bad. All right, here we go. Here we go. Father, all my life I've answered the call to honor, duty, and to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child, a life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the All-Fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. And not as a warrior, but as a warmth, to teach her not battle, but stillness, the kind I never knew. Please, Father, hear my words. Yo, not bad, right? Not
Low
bad.
key, hold on, time out. Low key, that wasn't that bad. In the
That's what I'm
first
saying,
half, I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. In the
Holy
first, it was really
Blaze,
bad.
Carter! Oh
That's what
my
I'm
Hold on,
saying, bro.
goodness.
no, hold on. Time out. Hear me out. In the first half, it was pretty bad. Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
bad. It just sounded
yeah,
like Stevie. But
yeah.
you got
I
a
locked
hang
in.
of it.
I locked in halfway. I locked in halfway.
But
Well,
it still sounded like
see,
Stevie at the end of the day.
Yeah, true.
I feel like Iron Man fighting against like Captain America and Winter Soldier. Like this has to be Glaze.
Okay, hold
Like
on.
come on.
I do have a theory about this. Number one, I think that Thor. What is going on? Number one. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, number one. Okay, I don't think Thor is going to die. I think Thor is going to lose his godlyhood. I think that's going to be the hit. I really don't see Thor dying. Yeah, and plus, like, if we're going into Secret Wars, I just think Thor's going to be there. I really do, but I do think Thor's going to lose all of his power, and I think he will return to her. There's a theory going around that that apparently his daughter Love, who has like basically eternity, is living inside of her. The theory that's going around is that Love is sick and that she's kind of dying because the multiverse is kind of fading. So I want to see what's going on with that as well. This scene really seems like it's after some type of battle where Thor got a taste of Doctor Doom and dude's just scared, And it's wild that, the God of Thunder, the guy who, in Avengers Infinity War, where we actually got to see Thor, in his true power and form kind of crash out on Thanos and his whole army. He's now here with Stormbreaker once again asking for power. This makes you wonder, like, what the heck did he see? What the heck happened? And it obviously had to be, Doctor Doom, which this just makes me think like, yo, like Doctor Doom's about to be crazy, bro. Doctor Doom is about to be on just another level of insanity. But I did like everything about this prayer. Obviously, like the beginning was cool, and I loved how Thor talks about how he assault this child that is a life untouched by the storm. When I think of that word storm, I think of that as kind of like Thor's life, how his life has been just crazy, how he's found some type of constant in his life. For a while it was Jane, but obviously Jane's in Valhalla, so now he has, this daughter. And it's funny how we see with Thor and Cap, right? And like we have seen this situation, and I put a video out about this last week, right? About how we saw that Stark had to kind of tell Cap, what his priorities were, and the end game, which was what his kids or
Yeah.
his kid. And now we're seeing in both trailers Steve with his child, and Thor with his adopted child, and it's like, are they showing us what the people have to lose? Which made me think, like, if one of these next trailers is Reed, are we going to see Franklin? Another thought, in in the Secret War story, Doom is pretty much absorbing power from beings and stuff like that. So is Doctor Doom going to try to absorb the power of eternity from love? Is he going to try to absorb Franklin's power? There's just a lot of questions with what's going to go on here. So
That's actually a really cool idea.
what?
Doctor Doom stealing eternity from, because I mean, and from Franklin too, stealing eternity from love and stealing Franklin's power, because we all know Franklin's essentially like a god, and love has eternity. Like these would all be like great things to have if you're a supervillain. I mean,
Yeah.
So I think that'd be that's an interesting theory.
Exactly. And and it would make sense with what we saw in the comics to an extent. Obviously, he takes the power from the Beyonder in the comics, but we'll have to see how that kind of turns out too. But I think he's definitely taking power from people, and if he's taking Thor's power and people like that, we could see something kind of insane. So, but we'll kind of have to see what happens. But yeah, I mean, this Thor trailer is a 10 out of 10. But now let's get to the next rumored trailer, and then after we get to this, actually, I'm going to answer some chats because I know you guys probably have some thoughts about Thor. Let's see. Sub Stevie Carter and Miles Morales. They're never going to let that go. Hey, Divas, what up, Sarah? Will is Sai. Don't worry, bro. We're going to get to that. My theory is that the scene we see in the Thor trailer is in the middle of the movie or near the end before the final battle after Doom probably killed a bunch of heroes. That's not a bad theory, bro. You're probably right. Thor begging Odin for help. The Avengers are burned toasted. Yeah, bro. They're cooked. They're cooked. What were you saying, Cap 2, bro? Thor getting flashbacks from Thanos. I mean, but Thor was never scared though, bro. Thanos, like Thor dove into alcoholism, but that was just because they lost. Thor was never afraid of him. I also think Bucky is going to die. Tony tried to kill Steve in Civil War, and Steve had to fight his hardest to save him. And now imagine Steve watching someone who looks like Tony kill Bucky and succeed. Would be crazy. Wouldn't be shocked though. I think like 90% of the Thunderbolts are dying, and I wouldn't be mad at that.
Low-key hope so.
Yeah, right. The Avengers are cooked. They are. Thor, Son of Odin, facts. The Glay Squad. Yes, we are. Half of it was bad. The other half was good. Thanks, bro. I still think Thor's going to die, whether it's Doomsday or Secret Wars, since there's a reset. Because if they recast Iron Man and Captain America post Secret Wars, then Thor will be recast as well. You're probably right about that. He says one more enemy, so it's either the fight before the fight or the fight already happened, but a bigger fight is going to happen. Feel like they might do something like Infinity War. They should do a Loki trailer. That would be crazy if they did a Loki trailer, but I think that would reveal too much that they don't want to show. Because if you reveal Loki, then it's going to make a lot of stuff make sense, and I'm not sure if that's the goal. Like, I don't think the Russo's goal. I don't think their goal with these trailers is to make it make sense. I think that when we see because the rumor is there's a full trailer that's coming out for the Super Bowl. I think that will give us the make sense. But I think right now they're just trying to get the fans hyped, and we're going to use that to segue into the leaked X-Men trailer. You guys have seen this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna just break down what we saw, and then I want to hear what you guys think about it. So the trailer opens with a abandoned X-Men mansion, and there's a shot that shows the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters sign lying in the dirt, showing a timeline where the mutants have suffered a major defeat. And so the next thing we see is Professor X and Magneto, and they are seen playing chess in a library. And unlike their previous, antagonistic relationship, they are shown smiling and holding hands, ayo, appearing as old friends at the end of their lives. We also get a comic accurate Cyclops. James Marsden reprises his role as Scott Summers in Cyclops. He is seen on the battlefield wearing his classic yellow and blue live action costume without the trunks, which fans have gone crazy about. And we also see him take off his mask, and he lets off a insane optic blast with just pure power. We also see the trailer also is implying that Doctor Doom is behind an assault on the mutants. We see giant robot legs that looks like it belongs to a Sentinel, as seen moving behind Cyclops as the world around him burns. And then we hear Magneto say this: "Death comes for us all." The question isn't, are you prepared to die? The question is, who would you be when you close your eyes? That trailer was freaking insane. What do you guys? I just want to know. Number one, did you guys like that trailer? Is that more of your speed? And like, what are your thoughts and theories, etc., coming from this trailer?
I really like the trailer. It was Sunday, I think it leaked Sunday morning, and that was like one of the first things I saw, and it was actually really cool. Um, I think the best thing about it was probably, of course, Cyclops using his optic blast. Um, and like he is clearly upset, like, and then the Sentinel is moving in the background. Clearly, Doom's like controlling the Sentinels at this point. Um, my only thing is that I'm curious how the Xavier and Magneto thing is going to work, because they do look like they're friends, but at the same time, there's a possibility that Magneto is going to go against Xavier in this movie because he
Okay.
thinks that there's something better, and and Doom may be behind it.
How about you, Dallas?
I think it's pretty cool. It's probably the best if when eventually they do release it, probably the best trailer that they release. It's gonna be better than Thor, just because, you know, Cyclops optic blast look really cool and hooray. I don't know why people are gooning out over a suit, but suit looks cool. Um, but I think yeah, like if Doctor Doom takes over the Sentinels, that's just a whole nother level of just a different threat, you know. And then if you're stealing power, if you're stealing like power from people, oh my goodness gracious, it just doesn't get like for the event, especially for the Avengers, who are pretty. It's the Avengers. It doesn't get any. And then imagine like what are the Thunderbolts doing this entire time? Like, they're just getting fried. Like, you're taking fry racks. Like it's not. It's like watching like the
Yeah.
Wizards, like the current Wizards play against like the all NBA team. They're getting fried.
Yeah.
What about Sentry though?
Man, what he's gonna beat him with the power of kindness, the power of friendship? Like, get out of
Well,
here.
here's the thing. Well, here's the thing, bro. Bob has to turn first. The dude doesn't know how to control his freaking powers. So, like,
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
I
very
mean,
Country's
true.
lame, bro.
yeah, bro. And also, like, the Sentinels just take your power, and they can copy your power. So it's kind of insane. So I don't agree, Carter, with Magneto turning on Professor X, only because like Magneto's mindset is preserving mutants. And the theory that I have is that I think that like this is obviously the same X-Men team as what's call it as or this same X-Men team that we saw at the end of the Marvels when Monica Rambeau, closes that rift and she's on this random Earth. And what I think has been happening, I think what they did with Monica Rambeau was on purpose, and I believe that they are taking the most powerful beings from dying worlds, and I think they're taking mutants, and I think that Professor X and Magneto have been doing something together where they've been taking all of these mutants, which is why I think that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey and that she's a mutant kind of hiding in our MCU timeline and that's why she'll be in Spider-Man. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I think they're doing something in regards to the multiverse. If we take a look at Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, right? We saw the Illuminati where Professor X knew a lot about the multiverse and what was going on, right? They were very awakened to this whole situation. And I think that this Professor X, I think it's the same thing. And one thing I love is like in the comics, when we see the Illuminati, we see that Beast actually takes the place of Professor X in the Illuminati, because Professor X actually died. So I wonder if Beast knows what's going on too. But I think that's kind of what's going on. Like I think they're housing mutants, which causes Doctor Doom to come to this Earth and try to like kill everybody. Like
Well,
because the question is like, why would Doctor Doom come to this random Earth, of mutants when there's like hundreds of other Earths that have X-Men on them? Like what's the point if he could just let an incursion happen and the world's died and the world's cooked?
oh, so question.
Hmm.
Is this old man Magneto?
Yes.
It's old man Magneto. So like, are we even gonna see him in action?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Like Magneto is an Omega level mutant, bro. It don't matter what his age is, he's still OP.
Bro's one of the strongest people in like Marvel.
Yeah, bro. Age does not hurt his power whatsoever. And I think Magneto is going to be OP, but I think he's getting taken out quick by Doctor Doom, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I think everybody that we view as powerful, I think Doctor Doom just automatically gets just cooked.
Well, clearly,
who's it gonna be that saves the day? Spider-Man?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, like the Doctor Doom automatically cooks him. So apparently Spider-Man isn't even in this movie.
Not Tom Holland's, at least.
Which also gives them some, that's real balls to not put, Tom Holland Spider-Man in this. So
he'll be in Secret Wars though.
Yeah, and there's a rumor that what's his name? Because Toby was rumored to be in this. Apparently, there's rumors now going out that he got moved to being in Secret Wars. That he's not going to be in this movie.
But I also saw that in Doomsday, it's supposed to be a scene of Wolverine and Spider-Man fighting as well.
Yeah, but people saying that that's in Secret Wars, not Doomsday.
Wait, why is he not in Doomsday?
Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah, if they're fighting Doctor Doom, if they're all fighting Doctor Doom, you're acting like Tom Holland's not like Spider-Man's not gonna be there.
Yeah, but it's so yeah. So well, look, he hasn't been. So number one, he hasn't been announced yet. So things could just change automatically, right? And Tom Holland could be in a trailer, and my whole thing could change. But as of right now, from what we know, Tom Holland has not been in Doomsday whatsoever. And the theory that I have that could make it make sense would be that and I've said this theory for a while, that I think that Spider-Man is in another timeline. I think that when Doctor Strange fixed everything at the end of No Way Home, he didn't really fix anything. And I think Tom Holland is in a whole entire new reality. Because like no one knows he's Spider-Man. And I think I think he's on like another Earth. And so I think he's in some type of weird branch timeline to where he's not in our MCU timeline, which will leave him stuck. If he's not in Doomsday. I think it's crazy to not put Spider-Man, and I think that's borderline insane. But if he's not, that will probably be the explanation, and they'll probably explain that to us in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But we'll have to see what happens. But his name hasn't been announced yet. But like, I think Hawkeye's in Doomsday. He hasn't been talked about yet. So like, there's certain characters I think that will pop up. We'll have to see what happened.
He's gonna shoot Doctor Doom.
He definitely getting done up, bro. In like the first 30 seconds.
Unless freaking Ronin sword crap. I'm sick of I'm sick of it, bro.
Unless he goes like the sword. I mean,
you see,
the
bro,
aura that he has might just kill Doctor Doom. Like,
see, bro,
automatically.
All right, bro, relax,
bro. They treat Ronin like he's Super Saiyan Blue or something, dog. Like the second the hood come on, he's freaking Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Like he's a regular dude, bro.
Like, come on. We all saw Hawkeye, and we saw also Hawkeye in the show Hawkeye.
Yelena treated him, bro. Yelena gave him the work.
Cooked in Hawkeye, bro, by Yelena. He's not doing jack.
Nah, bro, y'all don't understand. The hood gives him superpowers, bro. He's a different animal.
I will say this. That Ronin costume is gas. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. That joint is hard. That joint is hard. I'm a costume guy, bro.
Get a load of this guy.
Wrong area.
Pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, Rupert.
Yeah, really?
Okay, let's see. Oh man, you can never win. Okay, let's see what the chats. Let's see what our
I've been winning, bro.
See what our stream is. Sorry, bro. Yo, guys, Dallas has a new thing now, bruv. Like he's a Brit or something. I can't stand it. Okay, let's see. my theory for the X-Men trailer is that characters like Jean and Storm died, and that explains Cyclops, Optic Blast Scene, Halle Berry, and Famke are rumored not to be in this movie, and this could be why. Yeah, I heard that like they don't want to play ball, bro. So it is what it is. Hopefully, they'll be in Secret Wars based on these trailers, and this is why I think having a Sadie St. Jean Grey would just be smart because we don't need Famke back. Screw her, bro. Based on these, oh crap. Where am I at? All right. Based on these trailers leading up to the main one, it seems like Steve Rogers, Thor, Cyclops, and Reed are the four main heroes, and don't be surprised if they are the main ones to fight Doom. Don't forget Iron Man, bro. Tony Stark will be in this movie.
I'm perfectly fine with those 5.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that.
What's going on? Who's going to take the lead for Doomsday though? I remember they said Spider-Man would take the lead in King Dynasty. So curious on what they got planned for Doomsday. I honestly don't know. Well, we know that it's going to be Reed. No, number one, because I mean he's like kind of the center of this. You know, I really don't know. I don't know because some could say Sam, but Steve Rogers is going to be there. So I just don't know. And like a dude with wings taking lead of like Thor. I just don't see it. So we'll have to see what happens. You know, and we have a topic where we are going to talk about Sam's Captain America and, you know, was it a failure or not? Because, you know, I think Steve coming back wasn't, you know, there's a reason for that too. It's not just for movie purposes. Bro, what's Miles Morales thing against suits? I don't know. Dallas, well, why are you always hating on superhero suits?
It's just like an unnecessary level of just glaze. Like, oh my goodness, this suit is so peak. Like, ugh. Like, I get it if the suit's ugly, but if the suit, like, because like the Superman suit was so ugly that it distracted from the movie. Like, the Superman suit lowered the movie like a whole 2 points. But if it's a regular suit.
Wait, you really don't like the Superman suit? I thought you were like joking around about it.
Absolutely no. That Superman suit was an egregious like. It was absolutely diabolically bad.
So you're telling me I teamed
abnormally up atrocious, huh?
So you're telling me I teamed up 2 against 1 last week for no reason? Stevie didn't even agree with you. He was just doing it for rage bait, clearly.
No, I'm dead serious, bro.
I never said the Superman suit's bad.
The scene where he's walking the scene where he's in the sand and he's being like walked by the soldiers.
Yo, that shot was terrible.
Goodness.
That shot was terrible.
Garbage.
Yeah. Wait, time out. Did you rewatch that after I talked about it?
Oh yes, bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
It just reminded me. Just
it literally looks like just he looks like a midget, or a small person. Oh, I'm canceled. But
we're cooked, bro. There goes our show, bro. It was nice knowing you.
Monetization gone.
Back-to-back weeks is crazy.
I don't know this guy.
Okay. You did it last week.
You're not affiliated.
All right, guys. We will be on the. All right. We will be on the Loreverse archive next week because this channel is going to be banned. I'm kidding. But look, the Superman suit. Look, I'm not saying it's bad. I just wish it was tighter. And I have an art. Well, look, let me just pull this up.
Pause.
Like, I think the suit will look better if it fit tight like this.
Pause.
Every time I talk about suits, you guys are laughing. You guys make me so mad. Okay, anyways.
Do you want a suit to be tighter? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, last week he had a whole Gemini watermark on the bottom right.
This is not Gemini, bro. I got this off Pinterest, so stop hating.
Yo, his suit was already tight enough, bro. Trust.
No, it's not, bro. This is fire, bro.
Yo, was that Gal Gadot?
No, it's a fan cat. It's a fan art, bro. Okay, because I'm trying to showcase what the fans are doing. All right, I think Magneto will be the one to get the spine ripped from Doom. Imagine old Ian McKellen. Dr. Doom, don't hurt me. Then he turns into Gandalf. He's gonna die and come back as Gandalf. Oh my god. What about the others teased at the end of brand?
Yo, I'm crying.
Wait, Brand New World? Wait, what? Wait.
Huh?
Wait, are you saying Bold New World? Or
no,
Brand New Day?
I think Brand New Day, I think.
I don't know, bro. I don't think the Punisher's going to be in Doomsday, bro.
What's
the
he
biggest,
gonna do?
Yeah, like, I shoot
He ain't
at
touching him, bro.
with a gun. Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure, man. We'll have to see. I don't want Punisher in Doomsday, to be honest. The biggest question is, where is Wolverine from the version of the Fox X-Men? He's gone, bro. He's dead in Logan. Our Wolverine is one that we saw in Deadpool Wolverine, and they're basically hanging out until the TVA calls on them, which they will be called on. Imagine all the Wolverine in Deadpool 3 and all the Wolverines in Deadpool 3, bro. Imagine if they restart the MC, or imagine an MCU reboot with Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Oh my gosh, I would cry. But it's not happening. I think Spider-Man will be in Doomsday. There's no way they aren't going to include him. We'll see. Okay, I figured it out. Remember when Doomsday was to come first before Brand New Day, and now they fix it where Brand New Day comes first and Doomsday. So I feel like they had to change a lot. Exactly. So who knows? There's no way he ain't in Doomsday. And remember, they said they didn't reveal all of the cast for Doomsdays yet. Like we have. Yeah, and there was a point to where like Tom Holland was in the same place to where they were filming Doomsday. It's just been so secretive, bro. They've been very secretive, and I feel like the so and so leaks that come out, they're leaking them on purpose. I don't think it's an accident. Reed is not going to be the main leads. It's Steve, Tony, and Thor. The movie is called Avengers. So I do think Reed is going to be a part of that, though. He's too smart to not. You know, he's too smart to not. He's too smart to not. Lawsuit coming. Okay, you're talking about Brave World. At the end of Brave New World, are you talking about like Sabra and all them? I don't think Sabra's going to be in this movie, bro. I don't think Sabra's going to be in this movie at all. Sabra or I don't know. I meant the timeline. I meant whatever timeline this Cyclops is coming from. Where is Wolverine? Not the main Fox timeline we know. Don't know, bro. But I don't think like if Hugh Jackman's Wolverine was in this universe, he would have been in the trailer. That's my opinion. So I don't know, bro. Maybe this
we
Wolverine
have to be getting the Wolverine from Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, but maybe this Wolverine in his Earth got his head chopped off. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But obviously, it looks like Wolverine's not there for some reason. So next question here. We're going to talk about what trailers are next for Doomsday. So obviously, there's going to be 4 to 5 trailers. So we are obviously expecting a Doctor Doom one, right? Or do you think they're not going to show Doctor Doom until they show the full trailer?
I don't think they're.
You got it.
I don't think they're going to show Doctor Doom one until they show the full one.
Why?
Because I knew that Carter was going to say that they're going to show a Doctor Doom one. No, but seriously, I just don't. I don't think Doctor Doom needs I don't think he needs his own trailer.
So you like this mysterious vibe?
Yeah, I like the mysterious. Who's the man behind the mask? We already know who it is, but I think the mystery is going to serve the show well. I mean, the movie well. I think it's going to serve RDJ's Doctor Doom well. I don't think that we're going to get a Doctor Doom trailer until we get the full big trailer.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, because right now what we have Captain America, we have Thor, we have X-Men. I think we're going to get we're going to get Fantastic Four, and then I don't know, Thunderbolts. I don't know who the fifth one would be, but I don't think it's going to be Doctor Doom.
What if it's Iron Man, bro?
There's no shot. There's no shot they're doing that.
I mean, bro, like I'm kind of looking at the style. Like, well, what if? So we can all agree there's going to be a Fantastic Four one because Franklin. I mean, got to do Fantastic Four. Yeah. Reed, Franklin, whatever. I don't think they're going to do the Sam Avengers or the Thunderbolts because no one cares about them. They're going to have to pull something out of the booty cheeks. So it's got to be like Tom Holland Spider-Man or Tony Stark. It has to be something like insane, bro. I think they're going to do something crazy.
They could do Wakanda.
Who is in Sam's Avenger?
It's probably gonna be like Ant-Man, Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, nobody cares about them.
It could be Doctor Strange and Clea. Oh my gosh, that'll be crazy. If it's Doctor Strange.
I mean,
that would be Nate. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
It could. Maybe Wakandans.
That was talked about too, bro. What if they, bro? And this is a reach, but what if it's like, yo, what if the show was Damson Idris T'Challa, bro? Oh my gosh, I would cry. I would cry. But yeah, but I think they're gonna do something crazy, bro. I think we're gonna see like a Tony Stark Iron Man, something. I think they're gonna go crazy, bro. So yeah, but like if you go Wakanda, it's T'Challa all the way, bro. T'Challa or T'Challa or die. If you just give me Shuri, bro, I'm gonna crash out. I don't want to see Shuri in a freaking Black Panther suit, looking like a little skinny mini, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, yo, Shuri got the same body frame as Dallas.
Yo, what? Yo, we just throwing shots now?
Dallas, you're low key Shuri, bro. I'm kidding.
It's because I'm Snatch Body T.
Yeah,
Snatch Body T. You know what I mean?
And Carter is M'Baku.
I'll take that for real.
Wait, no, actually, no. I'm sorry. Whoa, nah. He's a Koye.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Stevie, you built like that Jewish woman from Avengers.
Sabra.
Yeah, you built like Sabra.
4'11", bro. Nah, bro. That's Josh.
Compared to us, so are you, bro.
Nah, that's Omar. Now Omar Sabra. Is he in the house? You hear me?
No.
Yo, low key, Stevie, you look like Anthony Mackie.
Michael B.
Stop glazing him. Oh my goodness.
Yo, I look just like Killmonger. I know, bro. Me and Michael B. Jordan look just, bro.
Dallas. I said Anthony Mackie. I ain't said Michael B. Jordan.
Bro, me and Jordan look just alike, bro. You're so right, bro. I look just like Killmonger for. I do, bro. Yo, somebody at the store legit just told me that earlier. That I look just like him.
No, they didn't.
I'm serious, bro. They legit told me that. Huh?
I want proof.
All right, when we
go to Ollie's, he kind of do look like Anthony Mackie, bro.
I look like Michael B. I know, bro.
Not Anthony Mackie, bro. You look like you get.
Wait, hold on.
Hold
on. Wait, here we go. I got y'all. Let's see if I look like Anthony Mackie. Hold up.
Bro, he about to flame, bro. Watch, he about to flame.
Hold on. Wait. All right. Guys in the chat, look at this photo. Do I look like Anthony Mackie? Oh, it's not. Let me add it. I'm about to crash out. Hold on one second.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Do you look like Anthony Mackie or?
Bro, stop asking ChatGPT, bro. We have fans. We don't need ChatGPT right now.
Oh yeah, you right. I forgot. Right, here we go. We big balling now. I forgot.
Not yet, my brother. Not yet. All right, here we go. Okay.
Hey, do the face. Not do the face.
Wait, here we go.
You look exactly like Anthony Mackie, bro.
Toby, be good. Let me stop. Oh my gosh. Y'all are stupid. Okay. Let's see what the chats are saying about this. Oh man. This is the universe that Wolverine died. Yeah, probably. I guess that Loki is coming next or someone is powerful. I hope. I don't want to see him until the full trailer. He definitely needs his own trailer. The Doctor Doom. The Sam Avengers trailer in the Thor. What the Sam Avengers trailer was a Thor and Steve trailer. Interesting, probably, unless if they're working with Loki. Oh my gosh, Sam Wilson trailer. Let's not get that. You just paid this man millions. You better make a trailer for him. A part of me thinks that they're going to show Doom. A part of me doesn't. And apparently, there's like this rumored poster going around of Doctor Doom having the like Avengers in his hands playing chess. That's also kind of insane. There better not be a Wakanda trailer. Exactly, bro. 100%, bro. Because he's the leader for the main Avengers, so I have a feeling Sam might be the trailer. Maybe. Iron Man trailer, that's what I'm thinking, bro. I think they're going to go for it, bro. You already got Thor and Cap. You're going to do the X-Men. Might as well do to Tony Stark. And the question is, what version of Iron Man are we going to get? It's Doctor Doom because they're dropping his poster right after, and that's confirmed. Confirmed by who? I ain't hear about that. Sam fought Red Hulk. Why not have his own?
Is this Rage Bait?
Sam. So the only reason why I don't think that they're doing Sam is because like Sam is loved as a character, but Sam's Captain America is not as loved, and I think you got to go for bangers. And by the way, Hungry Almighty, tell me your theory on how Iron Man will return. I want to hear it. Please feed us, bro. I would love to hear your theory. It's either T'Challa or not. If they decide to give Shuri a trailer over characters like Sam, Avengers, yeah, I would crash out too. Exactly. Wait, Ant-Man, he's definitely gonna be on the Avengers. You look more like Mackie than Michael B.
Yeah.
Someone knows ball.
That's disrespectful. I ain't gonna hold you, but it's all good.
Brendan, low key.
You said what?
Bring him on the show instead of Brendan, low key.
Who? Oh,
Hungry
Hungry
Almighty.
Almighty? Yeah, bro. He's the GOAT. You dropped Doctor Doom during the Super Bowl and you're breaking the internet. Think from a marketing. That's what we said. We said that, or Dallas said that he thinks that Doctor Doom is going to be in the full trailer, not these little small teasers. Remember, he was confused about Kang, maybe an Ant-Man trailer. Oh my god, that would be terrible. I don't want to see Ant-Man, bro. I don't. Or a Kang trailer to kill off Kang. That'd be crazy, but I don't think they would go that far. I have a theory. Yeah, bro. Let's hear that theory, dog. Okay.
Imagine if they bring back Kang as like a side character,
or as like he who remains. That'd be crazy. Okay, now here's we have a Superman Man of Tomorrow. Look, whenever you guys see me title this, I'm never going to title Superman Man of Tomorrow or what James Gunn calls it Man of Tomorrow. If you're trying to sell a Superman movie, why are you going to name it Man of Tomorrow? Like, just call it Superman 2. Bro. Just call it Superman 2 and call it a freaking day, bro.
No, he's the man of tomorrow. He's the man of the future, man. You're not seeing the vision. It's not clocking to you that James Gunn is standing on business, right? Because like you don't see like the spirit that just brings up
bro.
Somebody, right? Because he is the man of tomorrow. He's not the man of the past. He's not the man of the present. Like he is the future answer to every problem that needs to be answered.
As you can tell, bro just stopped caring midway through your talking.
Bro, someone's trying to hack into my Instagram, bro. I'm serious
Fire.
right now. Just said fire. But anyways, what is annoying though is that like I'm just like, bro, if I'm trying to get art or if I'm trying to find news, I just want to type in Superman 2. But then I got to type in Man of Tomorrow. That just takes more time out of my day. So I get mad about that.
Lazy.
Yes. But let's talk about this.
Well.
So Wonder Woman is rumored to be in this before her movie comes out. Do you guys think it's smart for Wonder Woman to be in Superman 2? They're going up against Brainiac. Brainiac's already casted. What do you guys think about Wonder Woman being a Superman Man of Tomorrow?
No.
You got this, Carter?
Yeah. No, she should get her own movie. Like she's a Justice League member. Come on. Like we need to give her own movie at this point. Like they did the same thing with Avengers. For the most part, people got their own movie. I mean, except for like Black Widow and Hawkeye. Like, let's be real here. No one really cared about them. But like you also like Wonder Woman is like in the big three of DC. Like she should get her own movie. She is a very powerful character in Marvel. She should have her own movie. She should not be getting introduced in a Superman movie. This also, we talked about, I think it was yesterday. Like, I would absolutely hate it if they tried to introduce Batman and Clayface. If they introduce Batman and Clayface, I am going to crash out, like, really bad. I probably won't watch another DC movie. I'm lying. But either way, like, you shouldn't be introducing these big-time superheroes in other people's movies. Like, why are we doing that? There's no point in putting her in a Superman movie. I understand the connection that they have with each other, but at the same time, she has the ability to have her own movie. So put her in her own movie. Stop trying to put her with other people that you've already, well, I want to say established, but they've only had one movie that you've already put out a movie for. Put their own movie out. Stop trying to find shortcuts around things. Just put out movies and take the time to actually put things together.
Fair. How about you, Dallas?
Well, we all know why Carter wants to see Wonder Woman in her own movie so bad.
What?
So, but like, what did you say? You better.
I said what?
Your girl watch it. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I kind of liken it to like us, you know, like Stevie is Superman, no glaze, but like he got his own like movie, you know, And like, I don't know why Carter's like some side character. We don't even need to worry about him. But like me, like I'm like I'm Wonder Woman or Batman, whoever, you know. But I need my own like
you're Wonder Woman, bro.
Bro, I don't want to hear it, bro. You're like a Decepticon, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. I need my own time to shine. Like I need my own spotlight. You know what I mean? Like I am the main character. So like with that being said, like why are they introducing and who's even playing Wonder Woman? Is it Gal Gadot still?
No, we do not have a casting.
Some random like it's gonna be the I promise you it's gonna be the absolute worst casting. Anyway, I 100% promise you they're gonna butcher the casting for Wonder Woman. But we're gonna get this butchered like chopped cheese five below version of Wonder Woman introduced in the Superman movie, and it's just not gonna be it, bro. And it's gonna be like some small insignificant role, or we're gonna see like the dumb, stupid side of her, and then Superman's gonna have to come save the day or something like. No. Give me Wonder Woman. Give me the gloriousness of this Wonder Woman, you know? In all her glory.
Let's be real here. Anything's better than Gal Gadot and her acting.
She was good as Wonder Woman. Well, Wonder Woman 1 is fire. What are you talking about, bro? Wonder Woman 1 is one of the best movies.
The Wonder Woman movies were bad, but like,
Wonder Woman 1 is bad.
Gal Gadot was a horrible Wonder Woman.
Y'all hate y'all. It's bad. Bad take.
Her as Wonder Woman, she was a very good Wonder Woman. You know.
No, that was bad. Remember that?
Kal-El, no.
Just the Kal-El, no. And I was like, Wonder Woman 1984 was bad too, bro. Yo, they just brought back Steve Trevor. He took the face of this random white dude. Oh my gosh, that movie was stupid. Yo, anyways, so okay, so this is my stance on it. Okay, is this what fans will want? No, but here's the reality: doing a solo Wonder Woman movie would be terrible for the DCU. The movie's not going to do good in box office. So you put her in a movie with someone else. I think you put her in Superman. You test it. If fans like her, then you do a movie. You don't just jump out on a limb doing a movie. That's kind of how I feel. I just don't think because right now we are in the era where like female characters are just not like having female lead characters for movies and projects in the superhero world. I have a fear of like, you know, Supergirl will be the true test. That is the best way to say this. You know, Supergirl will be the test, and I just think that like there's so many people out there that like, you know, Supergirl's a test. Supergirl is.
I like how you were trying to like duck around that question without seeming like sexist. Like you're trying to do everything in your power to not seem like you were just hating on the female character.
I mean, it's not that. It's just that, like, when we look at all of what's the last female character-led movie, right? The Marvels bombed, you know.
That joke was terrible, though.
Supergirl.
We're talking about like,
in Supergirl, right? We're looking at a character where they didn't spend a lot of money, so hopefully this movie can be profitable. But this is a big risk. Wonder Woman might not look like a big risk, but I think Tess running her in Superman is better. And then you put out a movie after that. And I don't mind using Superman to bring bigger characters into the fold. I also think it makes Superman more of a draw, and it makes Superman more of a machine that can make more box office. Like if you have Wonder Woman in this movie, Superman makes more money. And you know, that's just my opinion. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea to jump out the gate with a Wonder Woman movie. Because all the DCU fans want is Batman, and that's just the facts. And if you I'm telling you, Clayface is the budget can blow all at once. I think Clayface is doing $30 million in box office. I don't think Clayface is going to do well unless Batman's in it. I'm not seeing Clayface unless a Batman is in the movie. Supergirl haters. Supergirl is in the air. Who knows what Supergirl is going to do? Lanterns. You know, it's a TV show. I hope it's good. You know, I love the green. By the way, guys, I'm not going to show you, but I have the 2 Geoff Johns Green Lantern omnibuses. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I just don't know. I think it's a smart idea. You know, you test drive it. That's what the MCU did. You know, they didn't like Wanda Maximoff. She still hasn't had her own movie, but she featured in a lot of other projects. And now she's like an A-list character in Marvel. So
you guys just aren't ready for a strong female character who doesn't need any man to save the day. Y'all just aren't ready for it. And like I get it because y'all just don't understand the true beauty and awesomeness of Wonder Woman, but I'm just really hurting my soul by just the negativity and the yeah. I'm just hurt. I don't know what else to say, man.
We're just in a state where like a lot of movies are just failing, man. And like to me, you just go with the guys that work for right now. You know, Superman.
The guys that work.
Superman did really good in Batman. I mean, Superman did really good. Well, it did all right in box office. I think Batman. I think the Batman 2. Sorry, Jeff Johns. I know I'll be saying his name wrong. I always say G off because of the way it's spelled. Hunger Monito. I've been butchering names for years at this point. I suck at that. But I just don't think that, you know, this
Show?
I just don't think that this era that we're in, a Wonder Woman movie is going to go crazy unless if fans get a test run in another project. It's not like it's not like Batman where like you can just put Batman anywhere, you know, and it goes crazy. So that's my take.
Like in my opinion, I don't think a Supergirl movie is not going to be a test for a Wonder Woman movie. Like
You said what?
Supergirl movie is not going to be a test for a Wonder Woman movie.
No, I said Superman.
Like, no,
wait.
Supergirl.
I think it's going to be a test for how fans respond because the Supergirl movie hasn't shown anything. Like Wonder Woman 1 made so much money because the movie was savage, bro. She was a savage.
Well, it was because that's what Wonder Woman is.
Fighting, and it was violent. Supergirl is violent as well, but they're not showing that, you know. So I think that, like, you know, there has to be like Supergirl has to show some edge in her trailers. We have to see like violence, bro. And with Wonder Woman 1, there was violence. That's why the movie made over $800 million. But we don't live in that world today where you can poop out $800 million. But do you understand Aquaman 1 grossed $1 billion, bro, worldwide? Do you know how insane that is? And look, I'm not here to you know, talk about box office because I don't really care. But like, this is also interesting. Think about this. China said, or not China said, but it's being talked about that the number one grossing movie for China and next year is going to be Avengers Doomsday. Why? How do these movies like Avatar and Avengers and all these big films make the billions? Because China, bro. You know, China backs them in a lot of ways. Did China go and see Superman? No, they didn't. So, you know, is China going to go and see Supergirl? Like, is Supergirl going to make money worldwide? Like, the thing about Superman that's scary is that Superman made a lot of money in America, but didn't make more worldwide. So, you know, that's also a fear. And I hate box office, but when it comes to the financial crisis that Warner Bros. Is in and the switch and all this stuff, I mean, there's just a lot going on, bro. Like, honestly, I think a Nightwing I would take a Nightwing movie over a Wonder Woman film right now. Like, I would take a Bat Family,
but like,
I would take a Bat Family movie without Batman. Like, I would take
Speak for yourself.
Robin and Batgirl. I'll take all of them in a movie together before I want to see Wonder Woman.
Haters. This is the level of hatred that I'm experiencing. I'm
not gonna lie, you are nasty, bro. You are a nasty individual.
I don't feel safe right now, and I just don't. I feel like this is just not a safe space right now for me.
And they're legit gonna clip this and like, look, Stevie hates women. Meet at Loreverse 7.
Dude.
Oh,
I was about to say something crazy.
First a thief, now a sexist. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, bro.
Make sure you put a dash in between the at and the Loreverse.
Yeah, I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. All right, let's see. You guys were chatting a lot. Hold on, let me see where we're at. Yo, y'all were yapping. Okay. Endgame established that changing something in the past creates a bridge timeline. 2014 Thanos left. 2014 Thanos and left to 2019. Yo, Dallas, I need you on mute, bro. Your background noise going crazy. Endgame established that changing something in the past creates a branch timeline. 2014 Thanos in left to 2019. That means there's a branch timeline of 2014 with Iron Man alive because Thanos never invaded. That is true. They need to bring back. They need to bring Kang back because how they are going. Because how are they going to explain Loki season 2? Also, that Loki is in 2012 when he went back after taking the blue cube in Endgame. Would that make that Loki is different? Well, you also got to remember that they pruned that timeline. That the timeline that Loki escaped, that timeline is. Ooh, think about this. Where? Oh my gosh! I just thought about something. Click in my mind. That timeline where the Avengers got the stone, Loki took the space stone and left. And well, no, because they got the space stone from another time. Never mind, because remember they lost the space stone, so they went to like another timeline and grab it. Never mind. Okay. Then the one we saw in Infinity was Infinity War when he died. Yeah, but they did prune Loki's that timeline, so I don't think they're going to go back to that. In the Branch 2014 timeline, they can do whatever they want. Like maybe Ultron 1 and Tony's last part. That's a great point. What if they grabbed the Tony from that timeline? They might be cooking. There's a lot to explain from Loki to Deadpool 3 to Fantastic Four, and upcoming we have Wonder Man, which I'm hyped for. No rage bait. I'm excited to see how Wonder Man will be in Doomsday. If Wonder Man is in Doomsday, I would crash out. I don't really think he's going to be in that, bro. And you know, I'm probably not going to watch the show, to be honest with you, bro. But I'm glad that you're excited for it. And Extinction, if it's peak, bro, please let me know, and I'm gonna tune in. Right now, I'm watching Percy Jackson, and I'm loving it. There was literally a movie called Death of Superman, where it's a Superman movie, but the Justice League was in it. As long as it works for the story, I'm fine. I agree. That's how I feel. I think Superman movies need to be like Captain America. You know, you use Superman to push a bunch of characters. Superman's not really going to grow from this point, other than in power. You know, his personality pretty much stays the same throughout everything. You know, like oh, like DCKO drops, I think in 2 weeks, and I can't wait to get this issue 3 of DCKO. But when I'm reading Superman, so I'm reading like 3 different Superman runs. So I'm reading DCKO with Superman in it, and then I'm reading like this Superboy comic, where it's like a young Clark Kent, and they're literally the exact same, like legit the exact same people. It's like Superman never really changes. I feel like Strange kills the white girl. Wait, which white girl are we talking about? Are we talking about Clea? Oh, that was a bad stutter. I said, he's just helping her out. He don't need her. But Clea might be working for Dr. Doom. That's a theory. The theory is that Clea's working for Doom. So I'm fine with Batman and Wonder Woman being a man tomorrow, and that leads to that leads to the next 2 big DCU movies being Brave and the Bold and Wonder Woman. What about the Void trailer, Bob the Sentry? That would be bad. I don't want to see Void, but I would love to see Sentry punching the crap out of some Sentinels. That would be cool. As long, and by the way, they need to keep Sentry in just the form the whole time. I don't want to see him switching to Bob. I can't stand Bob. As long as the actress looks like Wonder Woman and acts like Wonder Woman and she's hot, then I'm okay. I don't need a muscular actress. You are 100% correct. Looks matter.
Gosh,
that's why, because ScarJo's acting was really low key mid until the Winter Soldier. But she was beautiful, so it worked. Ant-Man explaining to the Avengers about Kang, but not realizing Doom is worse. LMBO, right? Exactly. Not gonna lie, if Supergirl flops, Wonder Woman characters are cooked. And you know, Brendan, the funny thing is they're already starting to cop their police. I saw an article that said James Gunn's DCU Supergirl is showing us how you can make a high quality movie with a low budget. So I hope it's profitable though, man. I need the DCU to I need James Gunn to get his shot. I want to see what he can do with a full fledged, oh my gosh, DCU and see where we can go from there. Wonder Woman would have to come out after Batman if they want to solo Wonder Woman. I agree. I know they've been writing on one low key. I think James Gunn said that. Man of Tomorrow, July 2027. Brave and the Bold, April 2028. Wonder Woman later 2028. Justice League 2029. Oh, that's crazy. That fast? That's fast, bro. You said, yeah, Jeff Johns. I've been saying that man's name wrong for so long. Why is he simping for Wonder Woman? Exactly, bro. Don't listen to this dude,
It's,
bro. When it
it's
comes
not
to
simping, bro.
that, Jessica
It's
Jones and
love.
Doomsday. Let's hope she's not in that. That was towards Dallas. Okay, she's going to kick Doom in the nuts. Jessica Jones. Yeah, she's gonna make him cry. Batman needs to come first before a Wonder Woman movie. That's the only way it's gonna work. Agreed. Why not just why not just have a multiversal war with DC and they have every DC character in one movie? That's kind of what DC KO was a little bit, but that'll have to be like 10 years down the line. And all different Superman and Batman, that'd be awesome. They should take inspiration from Marvel. DC has really cool stories, man. Honestly, DC comics are way better than Marvel comics right now. Just saying, like, so DC is cooking. Scott Snyder is holding it down. Hot take, but a DCU Teen Titans movie will make more than a Wonder Woman movie. You're 100% correct. Robin and Nightwing, come on. Oh, WandaVision, bro. He sounded like Will now, Loki. Yeah, Dallas does sound
Don't ever
like
disrespect me
Will.
like that again.
Nightwing is a character
It's
that
on site
DC.
next time.
Nightwing, who with me? I'm sorry. Nightwing is a
No,
character that
he's an
DC.
antagonist.
I'm sorry, King.
Good
Nightwing is a character that DC is sleeping on. People are going to love Nightwing and DC. I agree. He's going to be one of the biggest characters in DC. I don't think I've heard Sentry mentioned one time in Endgame or Secret Wars, so I wonder how much of an impact. What? I think you meant to say Doomsday or Secret Wars. Well, he's in it, so we'll see what happens. He's probably going to be a powerhouse thing get cooked by Doctor Doom. Okay. Now, the next thing here. A male character will be making his debut in Superman 2. This is a rumor that came out about a male character. A lot of people are saying that it's going to be a hero. Some people are saying Batman. Some people are saying other characters. I personally think it's going to be the Flash. I think the Flash is going to make a debut. It could be the Flash. It could be Batman. It could be Martian Manhunter. It could really be anybody. So, question: who do you guys think is going to pop up in Superman 2 if it is a male character making their debut?
Probably Martian Manhunter, I would assume, considering the fact that we are getting Brainiac and the connection between Brainiac and Martian Manhunter is pretty significant. Considering the fact that like Brainiac basically like wiped out his entire planet. So like there's definitely something behind it and his actual backstory behind Brainiac and Martian Manhunter and like the problems that they have with each other. So I would say probably just Brainiac or not Brainiac, Martian Manhunter. Um, but I would be curious about how they would they like show Brainiac like at the beginning like destroying his planet or like what would they do like going into it? That would be my only question. But I think it's probably gonna be Martian Manhunter, which would make sense because he doesn't need his own movie. So like it's a great way to like just bring him in like without having to do like all this extra stuff.
Fair. How about you, Dallas? Who do you
I also
think is
believe
gonna-
that. I also believe it's going to be Martian Manhunter, just because like we haven't seen him at all, like ever. So on screen. Oh well, live action anyway.
No, we
And
we
it's
have.
about. Wait, what?
Yeah, he was at the end. He was in the end of Justice League.
He was
I
also
think
in
it
the
was.
Supergirl show. He was a main character
He was.
in Supergirl.
Oh,
By the way, that shows that the first like 4 seasons are gas, bro.
okay. Well, we haven't seen a good one. Or a notable one.
Fair.
And so, it would be nice to see a Martian Manhunter who is really as strong as he is in comics. Because Martian Manhunter is a beast in comics. He's an actual monster.
Just hold on, Dallas,
So-
1 second. If it is Peacemaker, I will crash out. Hey, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
So yeah, I'm excited to see who it is, but I do think it's probably going to be Martian Manhunter.
James Gunn is the king of like not giving us what we want, so I wouldn't be shocked if it's freaking Peacemaker. But it is the word debut, so who knows? One thing that James Gunn fails to do, and I think the reason why Marvel Studios like wins every time is because they give fans what they want. Like we might complain, like it was a fever dream that we were going to get the X-Men, and they made moves to make it happen, bro. And like, I feel like James Gunn, you got to give us what we want, man. A lot of people want Batman. I wouldn't mind the Flash. I really would love the Flash, bro. I think the Flash and Man tomorrow will be freaking awesome. Like if you get Wonder Woman and the Flash, that'd be kind of cool. Would you guys mind the Flash being in this movie?
I actually would want him to be. I wouldn't mind it at all. Flash is my favorite DC character, so I really wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. I don't want Peacemaker. I don't want to see Peacemaker like ever again.
Really,
Like
you can
I'm
say that
fine
again.
not seeing Peacemaker again. Like who cares about Peacemaker? There's so many, but this is the wild thing. DC has like so many. Like, DC has the best side characters, bro. Like I'd rather, and another character I hate, but I would rather see Cyborg over. I can't stand Cyborg, but I think Cyborg is one of the corniest characters ever. But dude, bro, wait, imagine when we start getting Raven and all those. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, I can't wait for the freaking. I hope James Gunn cooks, bro.
Carter disagrees because he loves Cyborg. He's a Cyborg glazer.
Who likes him?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Carter.
I do like Cyborg, but I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about how I low key hope that for Nightwing they make it from the guy from the Titans TV show.
He's too old now. He's too old.
Yeah, I guess
he was the perfect casting. But you need
really
Jenna Ortega as
relax
as Raven.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
She's expensive now.
Low key.
I also don't think they can afford her, bro.
Low key, Starfire, Cynthia Erivo.
And Carter is kicked from the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Carter got kicked out of the show. Never be on the show again.
Wait, so I get kicked from the show for making a joke like that, but Dallas went on a whole rant about how we need to have more women-led superhero movies?
Nah, that's worse, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Oh yeah,
Cynthia
you're right. Okay, I just had to kick Dallas. I forgot how bad he just tried to make us seem like sexist. Okay, you're back, bro.
Dude, Cynthia Erivo's worse, bro. You just brought the demon under our.
Yo, hold on. Time out.
It's worse than Pennywise, bro.
But you kicked him from there and brought him back. Now he's at like 400 like hertz, bro.
No, he's back. He's back up. Okay. All right. Let me see. Imagine Batman and Robin, Tim Drake, ill. And Man of Tomorrow. This leads Brave and Bold where Batman and Tim meet Damian. I don't want no Tim Drake, man. I ain't gonna lie. I will say this Batman run that I am reading, Tim Drake is pretty dope, but nah. Give me just Damian off the rip, bro. Listen, what about this? What if Damian just cusses out Superman and Wonder Woman? Like, what if Damian Wayne grabs a sword, stabs Brainiac in the face, and Superman's like, oh, why? And then Damian just starts cussing him out.
Why?
He's human, too. Superman is one of the corniest bulls ever, bro. I love Superman, but like, that's why I'm human, Lex, and I hope the same for you. It's like, bro.
Yo, did you see that meme where it was like every time Superman moved his head, they shifted back to like Lex like screaming because of how bright the sun was?
Yeah, bro. What a yeah, bro. Bro trying to save his humanity. Lex is trying to murder homie. Like, bro, lock in, Superman, lock in. That's all I was saying during the movie. Okay, now this is a conversation that I love that speech. It was, bro. The speech was good, bro. It was good. But like I think the speech was cool. It's Superman. It just fits, bro. But like when I am just Stevie and I'm just in a trolling mood and that speech comes on, it sounds like the dumbest thing I ever heard. And I think that's Superman. You know, some stuff he says, you're just like, bro, that is the corniest thing I've ever heard in my life. But Superman is corny. You know, it's cool. Okay. Now, let's talk about Mr. Sam Wilson here. So I'm gonna have to go to let me see if I can pull this up. I had it saved somewhere. Okay, so this all started. So when Captain America or when Steve Rogers was announced to come back as Captain America, a lot of people were like really pissed off, you know? And so a lot of people were like, oh, so like Sam didn't work, so they're bringing back Steve. So people were also just angry in general. Just crashing out. And so IGN put out this article and they said this, and I'm just going to read their intro paragraph. Boys, listen carefully. Marvel's decision to reintroduce Chris Evans' character Steve Rogers in Avengers Doomsday has prompted backlash online, with many fans criticizing the move as a desperate attempt to win back audiences at the expense of newer characters, and especially Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson. So we have experienced the the Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, Captain America experiment. Here is the question, guys: Is Sam Wilson as Captain America? Is it a win or a loss? Is it a pass or a fail? What do you guys think after seeing him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Brave New World and going into Doomsday? How do you guys feel about Sam Wilson? And do you think a part of Cap coming back was because of the backlash that Sam has been getting for just not being the best that he could be as Captain America? And just for just we, it's not a lot of fans are mad that he didn't take the serum, all of that stuff. So how do you guys feel?
Yeah.
Sam Wilson is a waste of space. I don't know how he ever became Captain America. I get it. We needed some diversity. That's the only explanation I can fathom that makes any sense as to why he's Captain America, because he's not Captain America. He never will be. He has a shield and he has some wings, and he is lucky. He's so fortunate that his wings are vibranium, because if they weren't, like, oh my goodness.
Yo, if he had them plastic wings like the one he had in Endgame, dude, he would have got killed by the Hawk in 10 seconds.
Yeah, he would have got fried.
Bro, you saw what the Hawk was doing to him with the vibranium wings.
Yeah, this dude was losing the Hulk, and he had vibranium wings and a Captain America shield. Like, this dude was losing. Like, he didn't win that fight. Like, Hulk just stopped fighting. Now, what was it? If I remember correctly, it was like he got to him through his emotions. Like, oh my freaking! I'm so tired of this new phase of Marvel where it's like, oh, the power of friendship and emotion wins in the end. And then
I don't agree with that, because they used.
How did he end up beating him?
They brought his daughter, which is very accurate to like the Hawk, etc. Like that.
I don't, bro. Still,
I mean,
he wasn't touching Hulk. He wasn't even subduing Hulk. He wasn't even slowing him down. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is this dude is a pale imitation of anything of a superhero. He spends most of his time in politics trying to make up for the ground that he's already losing as Captain America. He spends most of his time trying to prove to people that he will make a good Captain America instead of actually being a good Captain America. What is he gonna do? And what is he gonna do in Doom? And what is he gonna do? He's not touching Dr. Doom. He's not even touching a Sentinel.
Okay. So, wait, Carter. Hey, you go, and then I go. Go.
Just about like the Sam Wilson stuff. So, all right. So, I do agree with Dallas. I was on board with it at the beginning, but like, I rewatched Brave New World, and it just it's a good rewatch. Don't get me wrong, but like, the fact that you put Captain America, Brave New World, no, like you could just say Falcon at that point, like just say Falcon 1 or something like that. I don't even care what you put it. Just make it Falcon. I understand you're trying to say oh, he is Captain America. Sam gave him the shield. He did this. He did that. Bro, he's not Captain America. At the end of the day, I'd much rather have John Walker as Captain America than Sam Wilson. At least John Walker had some good character development. Sam Wilson, yeah, he's a likable character, but he's just not Captain America. There was no watching that movie. Typically, Captain America movies, you typically get some sort of hope. There's typically something that you feel very hopeful about after you watch those movies. With that Brave New World movie, there wasn't the Captain America feeling in that movie, and it's because of the fact that it's Anthony Mackie. Sam Wilson is just not a very hopeful character. It's not a very patriotic character. They had a better chance of putting War Machine and Iron Patriot as Captain America than they had doing that. And we would get more of a Captain America movie than with Sam Wilson. But I mean, him also, yeah, we all know bro's mad weak. Bro wish he took the super soldier serum clearly in the middle of the movie. He tried to jump out of the sticking White House because somebody else did it, and then he noticed that he was a normal guy. And then he just ran down the stairs. How late you have to be, just run down the stairs.
Yeah, he should have had the wings under his suit or something. You know what I mean? They're vibrating, some kind of cool thing.
Bro, they have all this nanotech now. Why don't
Yeah.
you have nanotech wings? Like,
Yeah.
come
Ashuri.
on, bro.
So I think Sam as Falcon is amazing. I love Sam as Falcon. Like when he came on the scene in general, I always thought Sam was great. And I do think that Sam, in regards to Sam as Captain America, it's not obviously Anthony Mackie's fault. I think the MCU put him in a really bad position. And I think that like when you are putting someone in the position of Captain America, your job is to sell us as fans that this guy can be Captain America, you know? And I always and after I read, just the whole entire Jonathan Hickman Avengers run, I was like, okay, like they had the blueprint but didn't adapt it, because I always thought that with like when Sam first became Captain America, I thought that we were going to get, obviously the Falcon show, right, where he becomes Captain America, but there should have been some type of Avengers movie where we actually got to see Sam be the tactical leader, where we got to see Sam grow as a leader, see Sam work with people like Spider-Man and Captain Marvel and T'Challa and be able to build a leadership role on that team. It's kind of hard when we're rolling into an Avengers movie and we haven't seen Sam Wilson be a leader. The only thing that we know is that from the Thunderbolts, he trademarked the Avengers name. That's the only thing we know. And so I don't think that they put in the time to sell us on Sam being the leader. And just like in the comics, right? If you guys know, if you want to buy the volumes, it's called Avengers World. It's basically where like they basically make the Avengers like a worldwide operation. And I would have loved if they adapted a little bit of that idea to where Sam Wilson's Captain America ran a worldwide Avengers operation. I think that would have sold us on Sam Wilson being able to lead and on Sam being able to be that tactical guy, not on the same level as Steve, but Sam using his strengths, which I think is Sam is just a more relatable person to people than Steve. And I think like they could have used that strength for Sam to be not a better leader than Steve, but a good enough one to lead them into Doomsday. And obviously we know that's with Steve coming back and with Steve and Cyclops being the greatest leaders in almost like superhero history, right? Obviously Sam is going to take some type of step back, but like there will be a respect for Sam. And I don't think a lot of fans have respect for Sam because when we go to Brave New World, he's just working with the government and then he's fighting against the Hawk, which I think he put up a good fight. I like for what he was able to for what he has, he did what he had to do. I mean, he was going to get cooked out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like the fight was the fight. It could have went way worse. But I do think like with the Brave New World movie, I don't think it's a bad movie. Like, and when I first saw it, I said I like the movie. I actually rewatch that movie all the time. And Grayson loves the part when like the Hawk turns. He gets all excited. It's beautiful. But like in regards to positioning Sam as the leader of the Avengers, Brave New World doesn't do that whatsoever. And that's what I think hurts Brave New World. I think fans were going to see this movie saying, okay, this is gonna make me understand why Steve Rogers chose Sam. We all know it's because he wasn't going to take the serum, but I think he should have taken the serum. Imagine
He
Sam.
definitely should have taken the same.
Just imagine Sam Wilson on the serum with the wings. He'll be unstoppable. He'll be darn near unstoppable. And as much as Thor and all the Avengers respect Steve for his character, Steve is also a savage. Steve Rogers is also like that. I think power has much to do with respect as well when it comes to being a superhero. Same with Iron Man, like that Infinity War suit was unstoppable. Like I think power also comes with respect. And I just don't think Sam is going to give that. And like I don't see Thor cowering down to Sam for leadership. And that's why I think they're bringing in people like Reed and people like that. And that's why like if they have T'Challa even, I think he'll take even more of a lead than Sam. Because I just don't think they've positioned Sam to be that. But the Russos do fix characters, so we'll see what happens. But that's my soliloquy. Any comments on that or no?
I think
No.
Carter, you saying you'd rather have
This dude vanishes every episode, bro.
yeah, like bro.
But
I was
think
just
he's slowing
about
down.
to I was just about to call him out too for
But do you like agree that like Marvel didn't put him in the right position at all.
No, they definitely didn't. I mean, and there was some, and I think the fact that he was chasing politics in the show, there's also some politics, I think, in the decision. I think there was some politics involved in why they positioned him the way Anthony Mackie. I mean, the way that they did when it came to how they portrayed him as Captain America. I think that was also slightly political, and so I think that kind of messed him up a little bit. I think it's fixable. Like I think it's fixable, but he's never going to be relevant because he's not powerful enough.
Did you
It's
watch
like watching?
Sorry.
What were you saying?
No, go ahead. It's like what?
It's like watching what's his name? Red Guardian or something. What's his name?
Yes, his name.
The big Red Guardian. He's just funny. Like that's all he is. That's all he adds. He adds literally nothing other than the fact that he's funny. Sam Wilson adds literally nothing other than the fact that he's a feel-good character and he has some pretty funny sometimes and he makes us feel nice. Other than that, he's irrelevant.
Yeah. And even
like,
when sorry, go ahead.
Like, hey, basically, last point. He just shows us how great Sam. He just shows us how great Steve is. He's meant to be. They portray him the position that he's in is as this foil character to like show us what we're really missing. Like, it makes us almost like want Steve back more.
Yeah, and like I remember when he first got casted, right? And I was like, man, or when he first took the when he first took the mantle, and I was like, dang, I wish that Bucky got it because I think Bucky would have had a better redemption arc. You know what I mean? Being Captain America, given the crazy things that he's done, I think it would have been a really good arc and story. And having Sam come beside him as Falcon, I think that would have been more of like an inspirational story. You know what I mean? Than what Sam did. But I understand why. But I mean, I get why Steve gave him the serum. It's just, or why Steve gave him the shield. But it's just like, yo, like, if y'all are going to give Sam the shield, you got to make him OP. You know what I mean? You have to make him super overpowered. And we'll understand that as fans. And that's what I think they didn't deliver. So, all right. Let's see. We got some comments here. Wow. A lot of people don't like Sam. Sam Wilson has no aura. All the people mad at Steve coming back are probably the same people that cheered for Hugh Jackman Wolverine to come back. Exactly, bro. Sam bought to kick Doomsday, but fails, of course. Yeah, he's going to get cooked. Red Hulk is coming back in Doomsday. He is. That's going to be crazy. I think Sam will have a better moment in Doomsday and be more active, and everyone will be shocked. I agree. I think the Russo bros are going to do Sam well.
Carter, you good, bro?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm sure Marvel is listening to all the criticism, so I think they'll make sure Sam is going to be a bad AM effort in Doomsday. Yeah, I hope so. Not going to lie, but seeing Steve and Sam together as Caps with two shields is going to be fire. Just watching two shields flying around is going to be epic. I agree. And don't be shocked if post-Secret Wars, which is my theory, that they're both going to be Captain America. Why not have a trio with John, Sam, and Steve? Ill. I think John is cool, but like, keep John on the Thunderbolts. I like that. I like that. He leached off the Captain America title like Avatar Way of the Mid leached off the Avatar Last Airbender name. Yeah, it's not like that. The three Caps going against Doom, and mind you, Steve had the hammer. So was that supposed to happen for TVA logic? I don't know what that means. I think he's going to have a full stronger suit than what he has in Brave New World. He has to be OP. He has to have the suit that darn near makes him super soldier strong. The same way if you were on the Punisher, he would have to don the Iron Man suit. Like if you guys don't know, the Punisher had like a war machine type suit. That like that's how you got to upgrade these guys. The problem with Sam Captain America is that Falcon and the Winter Soldier felt too preachy, especially that speech scene in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like bro was defending a terrorist. Seriously. Exactly. And mind you, Hungry, the villain was a girl named Carly. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. Ultron and Iron Man's robots from Age of Ultron. Maybe they return in Doomsday to help Doom. Maybe we love Ultron. I do love Ultron. He's coming back in the Vision show. So, my problem with Brave New World is that I wish they didn't use Red Hawk and the leader and the leader, a Hawk villain, Betty Ross, the leader in No Banner. Exactly. It's insane. No Bruce Banner is crazy. They must not like Mark, bro. He got Thanos stabbed. Yeah. Carter got Thanos stabbed out the call. The Thunderbolts outside of Bucky and Sentry add nothing to this movie. You're not wrong. Okay, now let's talk about the Black Panther 2 that was supposed to be. So I'm pretty sure this interview was earlier this year, but Ryan Coogler ended up talking about what his plans were for Black Panther 2. You guys tell me and dissect what you like, what you don't like, and also start off with like what you wanted the Black Panther 2 movie to be. So in December 2025, or in a December 2025 appearance on the Happy Sack Confused podcast, Ryan Coogler detailed the original 180-page script for Black Panther 2, later titled Wakanda Forever, which was completed before Chadwick Boseman's death in 2020. The core plot was the Ritual of Eight. The original story centered on a deeply personal father-son narrative from T'Challa's perspective. The film's centerpiece was the Ritual of Eight, a Wakandan tradition where an 8-year-old prince spends 8 days in the bush with his father without any tools. And during these 8 days, the prince can ask his father any question, and the father is required to answer honestly. The conflict. While T'Challa and his son Toussaint are performing this ritual, Namor launches an attack. Because the because the ritual can't be broken, T'Challa would have had to engage in dangerous negotiations and combat with his son joined at his hip the entire time. And the script explored T'Challa's struggle with the loss of time following the 5-year blip, and T'Challa would have returned to find that Nakia has raised their son, whom he had never met when he was gone. Now, the draft reportedly opened with a animated sequence of Nakia telling Toussaint about his father before cutting to the night everyone returned from the blip. What do you guys think about having basically Namor versus T'Challa for Black Panther 2 instead of having Shuri? Like, and just what do you guys think of all this?
Yeah, I did not like Black Panther 2 as Shuri was trash. Like we all know, but everyone when they think of Black Panther, they want T'Challa. They don't want sticking Shuri. Like, and the thing about it is that you giving us T'Challa versus Namor, like that's a fight that people would want to see over Shuri. Like, no one wants to watch Shuri fight people. I think I said it like last week. Like, I'm not, in my opinion, Shuri just needs to go back in the lab. Like, I'm see, you're making it weird, but like it's true. Like she should not be out in the front lines fighting as Black Panther. Like put her out doing something else besides that. Like that's why I'm very much hoping that they get a new sticking T'Challa or whatever. But like that, Black Panther T'Challa would versus Namor would be so good, and especially if we had the T'Challa from Civil War, even the T'Challa that we had in Black Panther, like it would have been good. Like the fight scene would have been good. Namor was a great villain in Wakanda Forever. It's just the fact that we just had Shuri as Black Panther, so it just made it horrible. But like I would say for the most part, like yet again, just like in Black Panther, even if we had Chadwick Boseman, Namor would just straight up just take over the movie, like just like Killmonger did. Like I don't think we really missed anything that much, but I do wish that we did get T'Challa instead of Shuri for Namor versus him, especially that like him talking about like the child being attached to his hip the whole time, like he's going to have to watch it the whole time. And to be honest with you, it would be very cool if T'Challa died in that movie, and then the kid would have to take over for him afterwards because he had to watch him, and then we get that like very vengeful, very like like the Black Panther that we wanted this whole time, like a comic accurate Black Panther.
Alice, come on.
Um, I agree with Carter a little bit because obviously Neymar was the star of the show. Um, it's Shuri and Riri. It's really just terrible. superhero lineup. Honestly, just disrespectful. I think Chadwick Boseman did a great job as Black Panther. I think he gets an unnecessary amount of hate because his supporting cast was so good. I think he did a good job with the character. I do like what Carter said about building up to a more vengeful Black Panther, like the one that we saw when he was hunting down when he was hunting down when he was hunting down Winter Soldier. That was just glorious, he was willing to do anything and by any means he was willing to do anything and by any means kill him. And we need that brutality back in the MCU. But yeah, without Black Panther, without a real Black Panther, that movie was just watching Namor in all his glory and do a great job acting, and that's what you walked away with. Like, oh, that was a great job acting. Whoever played Namor, he did a great job. That was a good villain, great story. Other than that, Riri ruined the movie more than Shuri did for me, honestly. Shuri was also pretty atrocious. It was just not a very memorable movie. I don't remember honestly what happened. I just remember Namor's scenes. In my head, when I'm thinking about the movie, all I remember are the scenes that Namor was in, and the scene of Riri on the boat. I don't even remember what happened there.
Yeah,
I just remember seeing her on a boat. That's how forgettable that movie was.
Yeah. So, Black Panther. So I have I remember during this, I read a whole bunch of comics, and I just locked in because I was like, something's wrong here. So I think that Black Panther 2 should have had T'Challa, and if Chadwick Boseman was still alive, or if they recast it, I don't think you kill off T'Challa whatsoever. That's dumb. The idea of T'Challa having a son, I don't like that either. I just think that because I like Azari, so Azari is the son of both T'Challa and Storm, and I think T'Challa should end up with Storm, not Nakia. Storm is his baby, and so I would have liked them to be together and just ignore them having a child. But if they did go the route with Toussaint, I think that you keep T'Challa, and T'Challa seeing his people be slaughtered, I think that's what turns him dark. And T'Challa has always been dark and edgy. In the MCU, though, and look, Chadwick Boseman acted the way that he had to, but they made, and this is the best way to say it. They made, this is how I felt. I feel like they tried to make T'Challa more like Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? And he ain't no MLK. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying? T'Challa is a savage. When you do T'Challa dirty, revenge will happen. There's this panel in the new Avengers comic, and basically it's after Namor flooded Wakanda and killed thousands of his people. He pulls him in and he says, "Yeah, bro, after we're done figuring out this whole incursion crap, I'm going to kill you." That's T'Challa. That's T'Challa. T'Challa is a revengeful and dark man, and so T'Challa had that edge in Civil War, but in Black Panther they made him more of this monarchy figure, and it obviously worked because the movie grossed $2 billion. So who am I to judge, right? But whatever. And I feel like they had to make T'Challa that monarch in order for Killmonger to hit even harder. The only time T'Challa crashed out was when he went up against, I think, Clow, whatever his name is. Yeah.
Klaus.
Was his name Klaus or Claw?
I don't know.
I think his name was Claw, whatever it is. So yeah, I mean the plot would have been cool, and also with Shuri, right? I like it when Shuri and T'Challa are both the Black Panther at the same time, and I like it when they're ruling together, to where T'Challa's more of the muscle and Shuri's the brain, but they both have the armor, and that's what I think they're going to move into. I don't think Shuri's going to give up the suit, but I think that there's going to be two Black Panthers, and it's going to be Shuri and T'Challa, and to me, that's when Wakanda is the best in the comics. So that's what I want. But Shuri's not going to be the character that's in the big stories, right? T'Challa's going to be the one that's in the Avengers movies. You know what I mean? So, and obviously Riri, I don't think Riri was bad. I don't think Riri was necessarily bad in Wakanda Forever. She didn't really have a role to me. Her role was kind of regular. She's but Ironheart, oh boy,
it was random for some odd reason.
Yeah,
why?
but it
I don't
wasn't
even get
bad,
why they
though.
brought her in.
Regular role for regular
I'm so
people.
confused.
Said regular role for regular people.
I just don't get why she was even in that movie. I don't even understand how they tied her in that. Like, I'm
100%.
so confused.
All right, let's read some chats here. It gives context since in the beginning of Black Panther 2, he's just dying sadly. Yeah. And obviously that'd be changed, due to Chadwick Boseman's untimely death. R.I.P. Chadwick. She got stabbed by someone. She has barely any combat skills. Yep. Didn't know more. He did stab her in their final battle, but she kind of let him stab her in order for her to. I forget. I have to actually. I'm not going to rewatch that movie. I can't put myself through that. But I need to rewatch that final battle because I forget what happened. Shuri was only Black Panther for like 2 years or 2 years at most. Meanwhile, T'Challa was the main Black Panther for like 60 plus years. They're making Shuri more important than what she should be. I agree, bro. But I do think Wakanda is at its best when they're both Black Panther, but T'Challa's the main king, obviously. MCU Namor and the dumb Talokan, I agree. And why was Talokan so dark? Do you guys remember that? How like underwater it was just mad dark. I liked like Aquaman's Atlantis was way better. She healed Vision. That's all she needs to focus on. Bringing Vision back, she has a skill to do so. Why didn't Wanda ask Shuri for help then to avoid what happened in WandaVision? Because Wanda is so powerful that she doesn't need Shuri, as we see. Namor is the stupidest, terrible vocabulary. Namor is the stupidest character ever. Bro flies around on stupid little wings and just chills in the water. Namor is an amazing character, by the way. Namor is Namor is a douche. Namor is rude. He is Namor is a savage, bro.
That was an L take, Brendan.
Don't sleep on Namor, bro. Namor shined, and like Namor is the reason why Wakanda Forever isn't as bad as it should be. He carried the movie. I don't know what you're talking about. Namor about to destroy. Yeah, bro. Like there's this comment panel where like they're all like, man, who was gonna like destroy our world, and then Namor just like, you like what? And then the world just gets blown up. Like the dude does not care. Riri is an awful character. The moment she said Tony Stark had everything handed to him was the moment I said, yeah, F this character. I don't need to watch her show. Yeah, bro, that was pretty bad. They brought Riri in Wakanda. Yeah, when he built his armor out of scraps. Like, come on. They brought in Riri and Wakanda Forever because it was an all black female cast. That's why. Yep, you're probably right about that. Okay, now next topic here: Stranger Things, and I'm gonna bring up a guest. Okay, Brendan, how are you, my man? What's popping? Brand new whip just hopped in.
I already know that Dallas is about to be on a bunch of baloney in a moment, but yeah.
Okay, so
dude, we have the same belief. What are you talking about?
No. It changed. I realized a lot of things.
Okay. So we are going to start with Dallas. So guys, we are about to.
Why are we starting with me?
Because you're the one that has the craziest takes.
No, because you've been texting me that you wanted to. Okay. So first we will start with Carter, then Brendan, then Dallas. Okay, so Carter, how do you feel about Stranger Things Volume 2?
So, in my opinion, I think it was good, but my only problem with that, it was just a bunch of filler. Like there were certain parts in it where I was like kind of like, why? Like for instance, the whole like Robin and her girlfriend thing, like literally skipped over that part. Like every scene that they were in was just the two of them, I just skipped over it because there was just no point. It was irrelevant. But like at the same time, like okay, like the whole Will like having to come out to like save the world, like that Loki had like there was no point in that even being in there, really. I mean, granted, who knows? I think this 2-hour episode, I have a lot of faith in the Duffer brothers for this 2-hour episode that they're getting ready to put out tomorrow, just because like there's no shot that they end it like stupidly. There's no shot. They've went 4 seasons and are mostly through the 5th season of a really good show. There's no shot that they ended horribly. So, like in my opinion, I think Volume 1 was definitely better, but Volume 2 was just a bunch of filler, and it did answer some of my questions. But there's definitely some more questions that need to be answered in the last episode in the finale.
Okay, bet. Brendan, how do you feel about the season 2, or season 5, Volume 2 of Stranger Things?
Yeah, I've had mixed emotions. I was kind of confused. I was like, "There's no way they just dropped the ball like this. Why is every show movie lately just dropping the ball at the end? Why is it so hard for people to just get it right?" Same thing with the card said. I was just kind of confused why it took him coming out as obviously there's explanation behind it, but it's a stupid explanation on why he needs to come out in
Okay,
order
wait, hold on, bro, a second. Can you explain that? Because some fans might not know why he had to.
to. Yeah, well, there is a theory right now going on, and there's been a ton of evidence. I wish I could just compile it all together and just show it. Um, so the theory is technically that's not Will. And this is going way back. This whole entire time, it is we're apparently in Vecna's mind, and he's been playing tricks on us as an audience. Maybe it's a level of copium, but when you go back and they show photos side by side, whenever he took over someone's body, especially when you go back to what's his name, the lifeguard, he's had this weird posture every time with the hands in front of him. I don't know if anyone's seen that. Um, and he only does is the people he takes over the body and himself when he first was human. And then it goes back to a clip when Will had to tap back into the hive mind, and they were about to resurrect the Demogorgon, and then he got fried, right? Well, apparently he was tampering with it, and he didn't want that to happen. So he's pretty much kind of trying to go along with things, but it was if you go back and play that clip again, the way he words himself is exactly how he words himself to the children, and this whole thing has been a ruse. But then he slips up, right? When he comes out, we're all confused, like, oh, this is ridiculous, all this other stuff. Well, he slips up and he mentions a certain specific place having ice cream, right? Well, turns out that place was an ice cream store back then when Vecna was still human, but now it's a convenience store. They don't do ice cream or anything like that. So they're like, wait, he's slipping up. And then I forget what the other audio was, but it was like way back earlier in chapter one, and he slips up again, basically. And obviously, he's using him as an agent. I don't know when he does it, when he doesn't, but obviously he has to be doing something. And apparently, this is all just playing a trick on us, getting us mad, getting us frustrated. But then the new clip just dropped recently, and it points to a carnival. So it's this whole rabbit hole, basically, of us being pretty much as an audience being played and being confused of what's going on.
Does anyone want to answer to that theory before we get to Dallas's take? Does it make sense or no?
I mean, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Like, it's very crazy, but I will say, like, this last episode is going to have to be crazy at this point. So, like, at this point, like, typically, like, if it was like any other show, like that was like this, like, I would be like, all right, you know what? That there's no shot that's happening. But like with the way the show has been going, with how many like unknowns that have been happening, like it probably will happen. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Um, yeah, I mean, I could see it happening, but I also don't know. There's so many crazy possibilities that could be in this show for this next 2 hours. Like I'm just excited to watch it. To be honest with you, like I'm just very excited for it. But I mean, yeah, it's anything could happen at this point.
Yeah. Dallas, you're up, kid.
All that gibber blabber that Brendan had going on is exactly the problem with this show, because y'all seem to be forgetting that this show was grounded for at least, I say it kind of slipped up a little bit in the fourth season, but this show was grounded for 3 seasons. 3 seasons. We had rules that were followed. The upside down, rules that were followed in the real world, rules that were followed to get from the real world to the upside down. Everything is out the window. And so this crackhead theory that this guy is bringing up is exactly the problem with the show. Is that we have all these crackhead theories and we got 2 hours to make it work. Because here's the problem. The Duffer Brothers were away from the product for way too long, and they just forgot how to actually write the show. They forgot how to write the show. They really did. Okay. We have this insane coming out scene in the middle of, and for Brendan, because Stevie asked you to explain what the whole coming out scene and why he did that, and you just didn't do that at all. So I'll explain it for people because I actually know what I'm talking about, right?
Was it not the vibes?
The reason, stop talking when I'm talking. The reason why Will came out the reason why Will came out the way he did was because he believed in his mind, because when Vecna showed him certain things, he was like, Vecna knows my deepest secrets, and he's going to tell you guys that I'm gay. And so I need to come out right now in front of 30 people and tell you all that I'm gay. And make an entire, 10-minute clip about it. You know how long that took them to shoot? It took them 12 hours, half a day, of this dude crying and saying, hey guys, by the way, we all like D&D, we all like Cheerios, and we all like washing our underwear after we wear it one time. Also, I don't like girls. 12 hours. There were some massive problems with the show that just don't make any sense, okay? The plot armor. Oh, the plot armor. The demidog, a singular demidog, terrorized Hawkins in season 1. In season 2 and 3, the demidogs were an issue. They were a problem. You needed at least 5 people to take care of one demidog. They had to team up to take care of one demidog earlier in this season when they tried to trap it, when they tried to kill it, right? And now all of a sudden, Lucas can just sternum kick a demidog across the hallway with holding Max in his arms, right? That holding a body in his arms, and he can just woohoo! Ah! Are you kidding me? Okay, Holly. Since when did Holly become? Holly has had more screen time than the main characters herself. And speaking of Holly, let's talk about Holly and Max's dynamic, which makes 0 sense. We start off with Holly meeting Max in Vecna's mindscape, okay? And Max pitches herself as this, and we've talked about this before. Max pitches herself as this trustworthy, believable character. Number one, doesn't make any sense because Holly would not have fallen for that off the bat as soon as she did. Why? Because Vecna has proven himself more than Max ever did. Holly didn't remember who Max was. She's like, who are you? And she's like, I know your brother. It's like, do you? Like, prove it. So that doesn't make any sense. But then Max leaves Holly in the Upside Down, which makes absolutely 0 sense after Max had spent, I don't know how many years there wandering around. She knows how dangerous it is. She knows how dangerous Vecna is, and she just leaves him behind. Leaves Holly behind. The only possible theory is that Max is working with Vecna. It's the only possible theory, right? That makes any sense, okay? Holly has had more screen time than some of the main characters. The breakup scene was so poorly written that we didn't even know it was a breakup scene until they said it was a breakup scene. Oh, yes, I'm proposing to you. The dumbest scene. They spent 5 seasons shipping this couple, right? For them to break up a episode before the last episode, and they did it in the most brain-dead Jonathan Byers way they could. And that scene doesn't even make any sense because even in that scene, they're also plot armor. Because if the heat is so bad that it's melting plastic, melting a building, a literal building, how is their skin not melting off their bones? They walked past the melting, burnt bodies on their way to the room. The room around them is melting. And they're just like, oh, it's so fun. No, this season makes 0 sense. 0. They have broken rule and rule and rule again and again. For 4 seasons, they had to enter a crack. They had to find a gate to enter into the Upside Down. And now it's just like, because I guess the explanation that they're making is because the worlds are colliding, but that hasn't even started yet. It just doesn't make any sense. It's been bad writing throughout. The characters aren't even the characters. Dustin's dark arc makes a little more sense now, but it's kind of like they kind of scrapped it.
because they knew they couldn't keep up with it. The characters all act as if they interact as if they hate each other, right? We have this random. We have Callie. We don't know what's going on with her. Hopper isn't the same. Nothing is. It's like season 5 is an entirely different show, and they have 2 hours to make everything make sense. You know how many storylines they have going on right now that they have yet to wrap up, and they have 2 hours to do that? They're not getting away with it. They're not pulling it off, and they failed. Can we just accept that now and move on? If they pull this off, seriously, the Duffer Brothers are the greatest duo to ever walk the earth. Because, yeah, it's done. I'm done.
Okay, I'm not writing them off yet until this last episode. I'm not writing them off.
Okay, Holly Hopeful, like, get them out of here,
bro. Because what's there to write off? They have a 2-hour episode still. Like,
that's the whole movie.
Like, exactly. Like, you're acting like sticking that can't happen.
Brendan, fix your camera. Stop acting like Batman. You have no R, bro.
Yo, why are you coming at people now? Like, why?
Because I just don't get, like, how in your brain, like how in your heart of hearts can you actually have watched this season and been like, oh, this is pretty good? Like, what? Like, are we not watching the same? Like, that just shows how absolutely brain dead the both of you are. Like, are you sharing a chromosome?
I think you're doing exactly what.
Are we watching the same show? Huh?
I think they're doing exactly what you want. What they want you to do. They just threw you
Bro,
off.
you are sitting over here talking about Will's hands being in front of him. Watch the show. Tell me what's actually going on in this show.
Go look at it.
Tell me what's actually going on. What's the actual problem? The problem isn't really the storyline. It's the writing. The problem isn't really the ideas. The ideas are decently cool. I mean, the whole upside down being a wormhole was kind of random and seems like they needed a gimmick. But the problem is the writing and the characters. What made Stranger Things special was the characters.
So real quick,
that's how they lasted for so long.
One thing too to note out. So Stranger Things always does like these little cryptic posts, with captions and stuff that kind of usually leads into something. So they actually screenshotted or posted the scene where they're all sitting around him when he comes out and talking to Will. When they put my good friend William, mind you, the only person who's called Will William the whole entire show is Vecna. So this could be a thing where this whole entire time he's been acting like Will and leading him up into a certain plan. And he also obviously sees through him, but he's been manipulating through the whole entire show to lead up to his whole big master plan. But this guy was.
Did you come on the show to talk about your theories, or did you come on here to answer?
I didn't come.
You have not answered a single point that I've addressed.
You're mad about Molly or Holly, whatever her name is, Molly Holly.
You don't even know her name. That's how bad of a character she is.
I'm just not raging over it.
You're basically proving my point. You're not rage baiting me. You're just not answering the question. You're just being an idiot. You're just being a fool. Like,
no, I can agree. I can agree.
It's just a singular chromosome.
I can agree.
Dallas, let him talk. Oh my goodness, bro.
The reason why I didn't say it counter because obviously I agree with you, but it doesn't make me mad. I'm thinking like the bigger picture. I'm not focusing on that one thing.
Okay,
obviously, we got 2 hours to like. The plans are in motion. We got 2 hours from the plan that's in motion to reveal everything that we've been talking about. So I can't just jump the gun,
Okay, so question, guys. If the Duffers don't land this 2-hour episode, is this season a dud? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hey, Carter?
Oh, come on.
Halfway, yes.
Because, all right, well, this might be a better question. What needs to happen in this final episode for you guys to say, okay, like this saved, like what does this next episode have to do in order to save this season? Because obviously volume 2, a lot of fans weren't happy. What needs to happen? Like, are there certain things that you guys are wanting to happen? Dallas, what needs to happen for the season to be saved? From a plot standpoint.
They already failed, in my opinion. I don't think they can save it.
So you think that they're cooked?
there's just too many characters. Some of these characters shouldn't even made it this far, right? Realistically, I hate to be that guy because people are like, "Oh, people just want to see death." Like that's just, people are just so morbid. No, realistically, some of these characters should have died. It's just it's because that's what happens in real life. That's what happens when real monsters come and chase you down. You die. You don't sternum kick a monster across the hallway. That's just not like that's not a thing.
Are you new to watching movies?
No, I'm not.
I don't think like sci-fi type movies is really reality as accurate as you think it is.
No, but I'm going off of what the show itself has shown, and what the show itself has shown is that the Demidogs would have torn Lucas to shreds in seconds, twice, because not only when he sternum kicked the Demidog, also when he was playing the music, blasting the music in a freaking in the laundromat. And the Demidogs were, oh, I wonder where he is.
How do y'all feel about 11?
I think she's trying to mute every episode.
Her top lip is mad annoying, bro. It's like it's
so she did a lip injection the day before they did.
Yo, it looks like she's trying to like look max us all episode long.
Dude, she's Chad Max in every episode, dude. She's about to come with the Vecna and start Chad Maxing, and that's how they're gonna end it.
That should have been the photo that you put as the art John.
Well, her lip, her upper lip. Yo,
yeah, I won't ever get why she did it the day before film. I don't get it.
Her lip has more screen time than like her. Like that's all I see.
But I think that's the reason why they don't give her screen time, because like, oh snap, she can only make one expression.
They couldn't just edit. They couldn't just use some CGI to just lower the lip.
That's
lower the lippage.
That's more sponsorships got thrown in the show, bro.
Hey, bro, they already put $500 million. They might as well add a couple more. Okay, so that was a great segment. All right, now there were some comments. Let's see. All right, answer this, guys. So what's in the suitcase when Henry, as a kid, was opening it? That suitcase might be important.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Apparently, that was in the play. The musical that came out. Apparently, they reference that. Apparently, that's a reference to a musical. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. But I think that is very, very important because they cut away as soon as you start opening it.
Yeah. Getting shot in the hand as a kid is wild for trauma. The only time I'll agree with Dallas at this very moment. Dang, Dallas is cooking. I must be seeing S word. They should have made love. That would have been better. Dallas killing it. Laughing emoji. Dang, Dallas, who hurt you? Laughing emoji. Well, hello, Dallas.
Yo, Dallas, you got a burner or something?
I wish, bro. You know who I'd be spamming?
This is the second week in a row that someone said that was Dallas's burner account.
Like, no, this is not his burner because me and Extinction have talked offline, bro. This is not his burner. He's cool. All right, Brendan, thank you for hopping up here, my dog.
It was honestly good your time, Brendan.
Yeah, bro. We will have you on. Yo. If you can make the time, join up next week so we can talk about that finale.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, bro. Peace. All right. Let me pull up our original format. Ooh, let me switch. There we go. Big behind forehead. All right. Now, let's get to the
bro.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, cover it up.
Hey.
Yo, can we play the music?
No, we'll get a copyright strike.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, sad. Okay. But we can make our own. We are making our own. All right. So the Peaky Blinders trailer dropped a few days ago or last week, I forget. But me and Dallas were going crazy about it. Carter isn't a Peaky fan. For some reason, he hasn't seen it. What a L man's for real.
You're pointing the wrong direction, buddy.
Other way, bro.
Wait, are you serious?
You gotta point that way.
There's no way. On my screen, he's over here.
Yeah, Bruford. Okay.
This guy.
So let's break down this trailer. So this trailer talks about first the disappearance of Tommy Shelby. So the trailer opens with a narrator asking whatever happened to Tommy Shelby, the famous gypsy gangster. and we see that Tommy is shown kind of leading a quiet and isolated life in a forest, and he's in the graveyard before being pulled back into this crazy life. We also see that this is in a World War II setting, so the footage shows a war torn Birmingham in 1940, following the Birmingham Blitz. Scenes flash through car crashes, shootouts, and underground Nazis, and we see the immortal man return. Right, so we see Tommy say like, "I'm not that man anymore," and then another voice says that you got to come back. And the teaser ends with him slamming his hands on a table in his classic, authoritative fashion. So this Peaky Blinders movie, it comes out March 6th, 2026, and it will be in select theaters. Dallas and Carter, we will be there wherever it is. If it's in New York or New Jersey, we will be there. It's probably gonna be in Jersey. That's where like a lot of these it's probably gonna be in Jersey. That's where a lot of these premieres are. The streaming release will be March 20th, 2026, but we're gonna see that before that for sure. I'm getting those tickets for us ASAP. In regards to the cast, we have Killian returning as Tommy. Ada will be in this. Hayden will be in this, and Charlie will be in this. And newcomers, we have Barry Keoghan. He's rumored to play Tommy's son. Rebecca Ferguson, one of my favorite actresses. Mission Impossible. And she was in yeah, I forget. Oh, was she? No, was she in? Yeah, she was. And Tim Roth. So, Dallas, how did you feel about this trailer, and what is your excitement level for the Peaky Blinders movie?
I'm so blessed that I've grown up in a generation where I have been just blessed beyond measure to get to see the gloriousness that is Peaky Blinders. I mean, we are just growing up in the best time, like ever, and we get to see. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name because I know I'm going to butcher it. We're going to get to see Cillian Murphy just kill another role as Thomas Shelby, right? Because Peaky Blinders is one of those rare shows, unlike Stranger Things, that just stays good every single season. And the stakes just get higher and higher and higher. And the tension just grows and grows and grows. And like this movie is just gonna it's gonna feed families, bro. Like, forget the food bank. Like, we don't need any of that anymore. Like, we have Thomas Shelby, we have Cillian Murphy, we have Peaky Blinders back again. We don't need any more shows, like, okay, except for like the Avengers, obviously, stuff like that. But we don't need anything else, right? We're fed. We're good for the year. I'm just so excited.
Not even Invincible.
We need Invincible. Yeah, we need Invincible.
Forgot about that.
By the way, boys, covering that week to week is going to be the best thing ever. It really is. I can't wait till we start covering that on the show, y'all.
That's gonna be the best month.
It is, bro. It is. Okay, so to Peaky Blinders, here's some questions that I have. Who's running what? What's the vibe? What's Tommy coming back to? Birmingham has to be a freaking crazy house at this point. Is everything that Tommy built, like, is it just gone? Is it less than, like, does Tommy have to bring glory back to the Peaky Blinders again, or are they in glory, just not the glory that Tommy wants? So, like, those are kind of the questions I have. And how, and like, when he comes back, does he automatically take his power back? And like, obviously, it seems like his son has been active, and if Barry Keoghan is playing his son, that's a perfect person to take the mantle from him. Those are the questions I have. Is like, what is Tommy coming back to? And that, for me, will answer a lot of questions for what to expect in this movie. But I think this is going to be the best Netflix movie that they've ever done. I know that's high talks, but Peaky Blinders is the best show Netflix has ever created in history. And no one else can tell me that. Each season's a banger. No misses.
Yeah. Not even close.
And honestly, this one of the greatest shows. This is probably my top 2 greatest shows of all time.
Better? You think it's gonna be better than Frankenstein?
100%. 100%.
Frankenstein was really good.
I still haven't finished it yet, honestly.
100%. It's going to be, and Frankenstein is a darn near perfect movie. But it ain't no Peaky. Like, bro, you gotta understand, Killian as Tommy Shelby is arguably the greatest casting in history. And I might sound insane, But when we are talking about TV
Okay,
show,
cool.
if we're talking about TV show history, this is one of the greatest TV show castings that we have ever seen in history. Top two. The only top, the number one casting might be Sheldon freaking Cooper from the Big Bang Theory. I don't know, but like Sheldon Cooper might be the number one. That's probably the hardest role someone has ever had to play. And
Young Sheldon.
older Sheldon's were way better. But anyways, but yeah, so this movie's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see it. Best show on Netflix ever. Someone tried to tell me that Emily in Paris and You was better. I said, come on, y'all. The last season of You was so bad, bro. And Emily in Paris, bro, that's like a rom-com girl show. Get out of here.
Yeah, it doesn't compare to the gloriousness and brutality that is Peaky Blinders.
Exactly. So yeah, we're really
That's
hyped for that.
disrespectful.
Exactly. We're really hyped for that. And as more details drop, we're going to cover that. So all right. Now, we are going to get to the next topic here, which is our year-end review of the DCU and the MCU. So, boys, we are, as I said here, we are doing a year-end review. And so what we are going to do is we are going to go through every MCU project right now, and we are going to give it a grade and why you graded it as such.
So let me just grading, or are we gonna do like out of 5 or like out of 10?
Out of 10, we should do out of 10.
Which one do? Well, we should do 5 because 10 is like too long of a. You know what I mean? So what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to do a grade or number?
We can do number.
Okay.
A number, yeah.
All right. So out of 5, we're gonna start with Captain America: Brave New World.
Let's go with a 2.5.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Hey, Dallas, how about you?
2.
Why?
Me or Carter? Honestly,
Let's
I
go.
actually give it a. It was just not a very enjoyable. It was a subpar movie. Yeah, fights were subpar. I just felt like I was just watching like the politics behind Marvel come out on screen.
Okay. How about you, hey Carter?
I would say like it was, like I said earlier, it was a pretty good rewatch. There was too many problems with it. Like I said earlier, like I didn't like Sam Wilson's Captain America. It didn't give that Captain America feeling like we've gotten for the past 3 movies. Like it just didn't like reach the like standard of Captain America movies. Captain America movies have very high standards. It's arguably the best trilogy of movies in the MCU, and it just did not reach that standard.
Bet.
So,
hey Carter, can you just leave and come back because you're lagging a little bit?
Yeah,
I bet. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I don't think it's a bad movie. I actually do enjoy the movie. I watch it very often. I just think that but like the one thing that a lot of fans don't understand, that positioning matters. I think if you did a plot like Brave New World early after Endgame, this movie makes bonkers money. When you're trying to lead to friggin' Avengers Doomsday and we're going against RDJ Dr. Doom and you give us Brave New World, it's not going to hit the same. Okay, next movie, Thunderbolts, out of 5.
I had to say 3.5.
Why?
I liked the movie. It gave a different twist of like Marvel movies. Like I will say it was really lacking action. The fact that the best scene that we got was like action wise was like when Bob first turned in the Century, like truly like when we got to see him like in his costume and everything, and like it was just him just beating up on the Thunderbolts. Like the only guy who stood a chance was sticking Bucky, and Bucky got whooped.
Yeah.
Like, and like I will say, like there was characters in there that no one cared about. Like no one cares about Ghost. The fact that you killed Taskmaster off in like the first like 5 minutes of the movie is insane. Like that's just not happening. Like, but they also did ruin Taskmaster as well. So I mean, to be honest, I can't really blame them. But at the same time, like I think the movie was good because it took a different turn from it than they have in the past for Marvel movies. But at the same time, like you don't really have like that star character besides, I mean, Yelena, which Yelena they kind of had to develop themselves really. And yeah, it took her multiple like appearances and other things to like really develop her. And she's not really meant to be like a main character in a movie. And in my opinion, neither is Bucky.
Dallas, how about you?
It was a one. It was a one because the humor was great. It was funny. Other than that, the movie's terrible.
I'm
Oh,
giving
the funny
Thunderbolt-
scene where like he yeeted the girl out of existence. That was funny. Where he, like they like saved her and then all of a sudden she was gone. That was hilarious. I mean, really sad, but like hilarious. That
Yeah.
saved the movie. That made the movie a one for me.
They need to go like, oh, you're safe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah, I'm honestly giving the movie a 3 out of 5 too. I think the movie's good. Like the movie's not bad, man. I just think that like and Jake Schreier is directing the X-Men. We need action, bro. Way more action than what we saw. It was too much talking, bro. Too much talking. But the Thunderbolts is a good movie. Okay, next movie, Fantastic Four: First Steps out of 5.
I'd give it a 4. And the reason why I'm giving it a 4 is just because of the fact that I do think they played it way too safe. I do like the movie as a whole. I just think everything was very fast paced, and I think that they defeated Galactus way too easily. But I will say the space scenes and everything like that, I really loved that. I really loved it was a Silver Surfer. I really loved
Shia
her.
LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. I really loved her in this. She played it incredibly. So to be honest with you, other than Vanessa Kirby, may be like the best like casting they did in that movie. But like my biggest critique is we need more action, and we need Galactus should not have been that easy to like get rid of, in my opinion.
How about you, Dallas, out of 5?
0.7. Movie's just atrocious. It got saved by. I'm not, and I'm like the funny thing is like y'all are laughing and like y'all think that I'm rage baiting, but I'm really not. I genuinely think that movie was 0.7 out of 5.
0.7 is
Because visuals saved that movie.
Wait,
It didn't even make a 1.
Wait, I've never heard somebody say 0.7.
It didn't make a 1, bro. It didn't make the 1.
Oh my god, bro, we're cooked, bro.
Because like Reed Richards stabbing, Reed Richards beating up Galactus with a light pole has to be the corniest thing I think I've seen in a minute.
Oh.
And then she like yeeted him with mom power, and that was just boring. Galactus didn't even come with any heralds, bro. Like what? Like, he came by himself. Bro was over here sniffing trees and sniffing dirt, and like the fight scene was just mid. Visuals saved that movie because other than that, everything about that movie was just mid. It just nothing exciting. The characters were kind of flat, I guess. Yeah. Johnny sacrificing himself was pretty nice. That was nice. Other than that, pretty flat characters all around. Reed Richards and what's her name?
Sue Storm?
Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm's dynamic didn't really make much sense because by now, like she married Reed Richards because of the man who he is. And she fell in love with that man, obviously. But then for her to be at odds with the man that he is for most of the movie just didn't really make much sense because you already know how he thinks. You can't take the genius out of a man like that. You can't change that. You can't even tame that. So it just felt like there was some very like at odds things because they wanted to make it seem like there was conflict there just for the sake of there being conflict. But in reality, like that's not how that would work out.
Yeah, I would argue that like that it wasn't that stupid. I think like there were higher stakes when that's when she got frustrated. I mean, they're talking about like basically making their kid bait. I mean, I would crash out too. You know what I mean? And then he wanted Sue, and then Galactus wanted Sue. So I mean, I'm also giving it a 4 out of 5. I think visually the movie's amazing. Pedro's Reed was really good for me. I really loved Pedro's dialogue. He came off very smart. I can't wait to see what the Russos do with him as well. I was very, very proud and satisfied with the Fantastic Four. I think the final battle was the most underwhelming thing. Galactus should have had henchmen. They should have made it a citywide thing where we got like Like we should have got battle in New York, like in Avengers 1, but with the Fantastic Four. You know what I mean? We should have got like the Human Torch taking on hundreds of freaking Galactus goons. And then each character taking on hundreds of like Galactus henchmen. That's what it should have been. And we didn't get that. We got a city fight, which was still cool, but it wasn't like the MCU we know. Okay. Now let's get to the shows. If you didn't see it, because I know we don't watch everything, it's totally fine. Okay. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 1 out of 5.
4.5.
Why?
Well, I love Spider-Man, so I'm kind of biased here, but I was like having Norman in it and all that. My one thing that I don't like about it was the fact that like Iron Man just came in and kind of just saved Spider-Man from Doc Ock. Like that's just kind of boring. Like I wanted to see him fight against Doc Ock. And then like the whole like that spider that came down, like that was just a spider from the future. Like that was just very cool. Like it's a different take on like the actual Spider-Man story but like it still brought it all back around like at some point, like to him being bit by the radioactive spider. It's just a matter of where and when it happened. And then like Aunt May being in it, like he's already like this kid that's like very nerdy, doesn't know what he's doing really. Like he's just he's nervous to talk to people. Like I will say though, Nico in that show, I can't stand her. She's the most annoying character. Get her out of there. But besides that, I would say like I like the show overall. The show is very watchable.
Yeah, I am giving it a 3 out of 5. I think the show's good. I love that they had Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn was really a highlight for me in that show. Obviously, Matt Murdock popped up in there. It was just some pretty cool stuff. Daredevil looked pretty awesome. Tombstone was cool. Wait, Tombstone's in there, right? Or am I tripping? Yeah. Tombstone was cool. Yeah, it was a cool little show. Obviously, like I remember when the show first came out, everybody was crashing out because they said, "Why does Harry Osborn look like a girl?" Remember that? Everybody was crashing out about it, but not. It was a good show. Dallas, did you see the show?
I didn't, but I still have a rating for it.
How you? Okay, next show. Daredevil Born Again season 1. Carter out of 5.
It's hard. I 4.8.
Bro, if you want to give it a 5, just say it, bro.
Yeah, 5, bro. 5.
Why 5?
I love the show so much, and I already loved like the Netflix like 3-season series that they did, and like I love that 3-season series. But the thing is that this Daredevil Born Again had so much action in it, and the fact that like he literally went away from his morals at the beginning of the show and threw off Bullseye off the building thinking that he was going to die because he was so upset because he heard Foggy died. Like,
yeah, it's hard to stop. Yeah.
Like, and then like we go fast forward a year later to see he just completely just got rid of Daredevil. Like he just wants to be Matt Murdock at this point. He just wants to be a lawyer. And then Kingpin comes back, and then all this other stuff happens in the season. Punisher, the interaction that he has with Punisher throughout the season was like 10 out of 10 acting between the both of them. Like it was just amazing to see them interact with each other, and like just to see like them team up too at the end of the season, and like Daredevil still having his morals and everything and still having chances to be able to do things to people, but he's not taking them. Like, and then like him having like how we talk about like the Spider-Man, like having an identity crisis basically during the whole season because he wants to be Daredevil because he wants to save people and he wants to be there for people. But at the same time, he's trying not to because of the fact that he knows that it hurts other people around him.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4 out of 5. I think Foggy dying was a shocker. I think that the dialogue between Daredevil and Punisher where they're like arguing their reasons of why they do what they do, right? Punisher's like, "Come on, Red," you know how it always is, and I love when they always battle about what they're talking about. And then Karen comes back, which is beautiful because we need Karen, right? We all know that both the Punisher and Matt Murdock have a soft spot for her, which is very interesting as well. I didn't like the ending. I thought it was a little too underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, Punisher is in prison right now, which is gonna lead into this special. He did escape, and then Kingpin as the mayor, governor, whatever. It's amazing, bro. Kingpin is pulling strings, bro. And I love it. I love everything about it. And season 2 should be cool. But I do think after season 2, you got to leave Kingpin alone. The Kingpin and Daredevil thing is getting a little old. I'm not gonna lie. So we need a new villain for Daredevil, and I think you need to go a step higher. I would like to see Daredevil go against the Hand.
Low key, hear me. Well, I mean, he already did, but I guess not in MCU. But like, hear me out. I guess my one critique about the season was I wish him fighting Muse was a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it was too easy of a dub.
Because the Muse to him, like the thing about Muse and him is that like he doesn't know what Muse is actually doing. Like he's the one person that he can't predict what he's doing by his senses, and like it seemed like it was way too easy for him to fight against him during the show. I would say that's like my only critique of the show, really. But for the most part, I think Muse was played great. Suit was amazing. Like I think everything was good. Like I said, John Bernthal might be one of the best castings Marvel has ever done. And then of course Vincent is a great Kingpin.
I agree. Vincent D'Onofrio, the GOAT. Okay. Next, the greatest project of the year, Ironheart.
Didn't even watch it.
-5.
I'm going 0 out of 5. I watched it 0 out of 5. I hated the show. I just think that like this show shouldn't have happened, and it's not because she's a female or because she's black. It's just because people love just going to that, bro. The thing with Ironheart is she never was a character that people loved. So why would you make a show about that character? That's my whole thing. No one it's not like Ironheart comics sell. You know what I mean? So why would you it's not like she's like, come on, she's whack, bro. She's whack.
All I'm saying is every time I go to the comic book store, there's a reason why Ironheart is never in the adult section and she's always in the kids section because no one cares about her.
Exactly. All right, let's do no explanation so we can get through this. Eyes of Wakanda. Did you watch that?
No,
I actually haven't.
I give it a 3. Marvel Zombies.
3.5.
I'm giving it 2. And that's Marvel. Now let's get to DC.
3.5.
Okay. Now let's get to DC. All right. We're gonna start with Superman out of 5.
3.5.
The movie that you glaze continuously, you give a 3.5.
Yeah.
What are you? Well, I want to hear your critiques on Superman.
I do. I rewatched it the other night, and I do agree with you on the fact of Superman should be like he was just getting whooped the whole time. He reminded me of like season 1 Invincible versus Omni-Man. Like bro was getting whooped the whole time, and then all of a sudden, bro turned into like sticking like end of season 3 Invincible. Like bro just like, and I understand like it was all part of the plot, but like come on, like bro was getting outsmarted the whole movie by like clearly there was sticking robots or sticking cameras just watching like the Superman clone. Like there was he shouldn't have been getting whooped the whole movie. Like I understand, like I want to see Superman win during movies, but like throughout the movie, not just at the end. He needs to be winning throughout the movie, and the fact that he wasn't winning throughout the movie is just kind of like, whoa, why are we like? He's a symbol of hope. Why are we watching him just get absolutely destroyed when he's supposed to be a symbol of hope for people?
Yeah, true. How about you, Dallas?
Let's say 1.
Why 1?
I think it was really bad. I just think
They didn't really explain why Lex Luthor. They made Lex Luthor like less special than he actually is. Like Lex
Really?
Luthor
You
is
think that?
honestly he's honestly a very nuanced villain, and all they showed was this crazy guy who hates aliens. No reason why. Because what people don't understand is that Lex Luthor actually was the future before Superman. Like there's a reason why Lex Luthor hates Superman because
Mhm.
Lex Luthor was who the world depended on.
Yeah.
Also, what's her name? What's her name sucked.
Lois
Oh my
Lane, I know
goodness.
you hate her.
She is the epitome of what's wrong with modern dating culture, and they just shoved that in a movie. It was honestly just unbearable.
What did
The
you not
only
like
thing
about
that was good
Lois?
about that movie, huh?
What did you not like about Lois?
Oh, she was starting stuff with Superman and then getting mad that he just didn't engage, and then wait. As soon as he saves the world, all of a sudden she's in love with him. All of a sudden, everything, none of the problems that they had before, none of them are mentioned. It's all healed. Superman saved the world. It was honestly just like her starting stuff most of the movie, like, and then like Superman not engaging or engaging, and then her getting mad that he engaged or didn't engage. It was very weird, toxic dynamic. What else did I not like about it? Oh, at the end where he's basically beating on like a mentally challenged person, because that's basically what his clone is without the help of Lex Luthor. His clone, they talked about it, his clone has no sense. So at the end, he's basically just like, as you mentioned how he goes from like season 1 Invincible to like season like to prime Invincible. It's because he's beating on somebody that has no like fighting sense whatsoever outside of, the moves that Lex Luthor was calling out to him. Visuals saved that movie because visuals were pretty great for some parts. All in all, just mid. The emotional scenes didn't really hit because they didn't really give me a reason to care. It was a movie that didn't give me a reason to care about it at all, not once. I didn't even feel like the stakes were even that high.
Yeah. I give Superman the same. I give Superman a 3 out of 5. I think that Superman. I think it's a good watch. I do. That's another movie that I rewatch often, but just because I rewatch movies often doesn't mean that they're like the best movies. Like I think Superman's a good movie to put on when I'm cleaning around the house, And there's certain parts that I love that I always watch, and I think Superman has moments. And when it comes to doing superhero movies, you have to have moments. That's how you succeed. And James is gonna learn that from the MCU. But I think Superman falls to the same pits as Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. Not enough. Just not enough. Just not enough. You got to do more. You got to do more. And I think that this style that Marvel and DC has been doing, where you put in all these dialogue heavy superhero movies, it's not working. You know, um, I think you need to make the stakes higher, but also make the action and everything crazier. And your characters have to grow in a better way. Like Superman should already know how to fight. He shouldn't be like Superman looks so unskilled. And I am so sick of seeing early Superman. I want to see a experienced Superman. And I like how they had some things established, but I think and look, I understand this is where he wants to start. I get it, but I think I'm going to enjoy the DCU a little more 5 years down the road. I think I'm going to enjoy Superman when he's more experienced. It's just like we've gotten so many restarts. I want to see an experienced Superman, a seasoned Batman, a seasoned Diana, a seasoned Green Lantern. Like that's what I want. And so, a lot of these movies aren't going to quench my thirst. Sadly. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Now, Peacemaker season 2 out of 5.
Um,
I'm giving it 2.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm giving it a 1. It was so bad I didn't even finish it.
Yeah, I'm giving Peacemaker a
Same.
2. There was just too much filler, too much random stuff, too much of just James Gunn all over it. Obviously, I thought it was funny, but this is just a nothing burger show, and he's stuck in what Salvation? No, he's stuck in Salvation Land or whatever they want to call it. He's stuck in some place that people think he's gonna come back as Dark Side. Too much.
Yeah.
Creature Commandos out of 5. I'm sorry, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was about to say season 1 was so much better. Like I was
Agreed.
looking forward to season 2 because I was like, if it's anything like season 1, it's going to be really good. But like it just flopped like horribly. James Gunn just did horrible. And the fact that he marketed this so much for it to just be horrible is just like why?
Yeah, season 1 was fire. Season 1 was fire. Creature Commandos. Did you guys see that?
I did.
Out of 5.
3.5.
Yeah, that show's actually not bad. I'm going 3
Honestly,
out
I
of
might
5.
give it like a 4.
Yeah, I'm going 3 out of 5. Good show, but just not important to what they're trying to do. Like, you're trying to get people, like, that's the first project we saw from the DCU. Actually embarrassing. So, yeah, bad decisions. Okay, so now we have a few more topics left, boys. What is your favorite show of the year? I'm going first. Invincible is my favorite show of the year, bro. This season was just too peak for me. Conquest, Adam Eve dying, coming back to life. That goated. What is your favorite show this year?
And it'd be an anime.
Sure.
It would have to be between Chainsaw Man or Invincible for me.
Okay.
It's not even close. Invincible was just it just never dropped off ever. And
Yeah.
I know neither one of you watch anime, so there's no point in me explaining Chainsaw Man. But if anybody watching this watches Chainsaw Man, we just know how good it is. Just consistently.
By the way, we have something cooking for you, anime fans. So be on the lookout. Carter, how about you? Favorite show this year?
Either Invincible season 3 or Daredevil, Born Again. It's one of the two, but yeah, like Invincible was just really, really good. Like especially like the conquest, and you said like Adam Eve dying, and then like everything leading up to that, like the whole like Invincible fighting against many other Invincibles. Like that was low-key funny. And then Rex dying was like a very sad part. Like it was a very emotional like attachment part because like we saw like at the beginning of Rex being like that guy that like you wanted to die, and then now he's like a guy you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Like,
and then when Conquest about to rip Oliver in half, oh my god, bro! Yo, my wife was crying. Conquest just punched him, and his teeth just fell out,
bro.
Oh god.
Okay, boy got cooked.
Yeah, bro. Favorite movie this year? I'll go first. Frankenstein is my number 1. And my honorable mentions is Mission Impossible, Ballerina, Thunderbolts, Superman, and Fantastic Four.
Favorite movie this year? Probably Fantastic Four.
How about you, Dallas?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I loved Reze Arc. I loved the new Demon Slayer movie. I also
loved
I
Wicked.
really liked. No, I hated that. I can't stand Wicked. Wicked's an atrocity. I also really liked the new Jurassic Park movie. But this is coming from a guy who has I didn't watch any of the other ones, so I didn't know what the build-up was about or anything. But the Jurassic Park movie is really engaging. It was really fun to watch.
It is a good movie.
It's a fun movie.
I enjoyed it too.
But I wouldn't put that in my. But yeah, I would say probably like the Reze Arc or the Demon Slayer movie.
Off topic, Stefan Diggs just got arrested.
That's been happening.
Well,
hours ago.
I didn't even know. He got arrested and charged.
Not even
That happened like hours ago.
This is his chef? Okay. Let me talk. We'll talk after the show.
Yo, I'm surprised Dallas ain't say Sinners.
Forgot about Sinners. Low key, I love that movie. But it wasn't better than the Reze Arc. Yeah, I love that movie. That movie's over any of the superhero movies that came out this year.
Wait, hold on. A good. I don't know why, but I low-key love this. I think it came out this year. Terrifier 3. I don't know why, but I just really like the Terrifier movie for some odd reason. But yeah.
Smile 2. I don't know if that came out this year or was that last year. Smile 2 was
I think
good.
that was this year.
Horror movie. Smile 2 was.
Horror was cooked. Oh my gosh, I forgot favorite show. Welcome to Derry.
Welcome to Derry.
That's definitely an honorable mention for sure.
No, it is not.
But Frankenstein for me is like just the most complete movie I saw this year, where it was like a 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it was just so complete. Oscar Isaac is an amazing actor. Jacob Elordi, my goodness, man, that dude is hella talented. And who was the other girl? Mia Goth, I think that's her name. Mia Goth, another amazing actress. I mean, dude, they just cooking.
But Guillermo just makes good movies.
Yeah, he's just the movie was just amazing. Okay, last topic: show a movie that you guys hated the most. Now let's start with show. What is the TV show you hate the most? I'm gonna go Ironheart.
Ironheart.
How about you, Carter? Or how about you,
I
Dallas?
didn't even watch it, but probably Ironheart, and if not Ironheart, probably Stranger Things season 5. I love Stranger Things I love that show, but season 5 has been an atrocity. It's been hard to just handle.
Yeah. What is happening? Okay. What is a movie you guys hated the most? I'm going Sinners.
I don't know about that.
That's a terrible take.
I'm going Tron.
Oh, that movie
that's
is bad.
good.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Jared
good.
Leto. Forgot about him.
Yeah,
Jared
Jared
Leto's
Leto's just a very bad actor. Bro needs to retire.
I forgot how
He should have
bad that
retired after Suicide Squad for real.
I forgot how bad Tron is.
For me, it was probably Superman or Fantastic Four. I hated or Wicked. No, honestly, was the first Wicked this year or was that last year?
Last year.
Yeah, then probably Superman or Fantastic Four. I didn't even see Wicked 2, but I know I would have hated it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, you would have
I didn't
crashed
see
out.
Wicked 2 either, but I probably would have hated it too. I didn't even like the first one.
I hated the first one as well. So I had to see it 3 times because
and I went with I think it was like me and all the youth group kids, and of course Sarah was freaking crying. I'm like, bro,
yeah, emotional
she was emotional wreck. But it musical kids, that's how it is.
Okay. The best thing that came out of Wicked 2 was the interviews with Ariana Grande and
yeah.
Wait,
have you seen the one where Ariana Grande's like, she was like, everybody in this room is so strong, and the guy in the corner's like, you don't even know anybody here.
Yeah, bro. Wait, bro. No, did you see the one when with Cynthia and Revo and Jennifer Lawrence, where Cynthia was like, she was like, whenever I hear any type of music, I can see it in a color.
Oh yeah.
And then Jennifer was like, so what's this? Oh. And then Cynthia was like, it's blue. I'm like, yo, you're a liar, dude. You ain't see no color, bro.
Did you see the one?
The worst one was the helicopter one.
You said what?
Yeah, that was hilarious. Did you see the one with the interview where the guy was talking about like a burger or something like that, and basically like Ariana Grande started crying?
Oh yeah,
bro. They had to be high or something, bro. There's no way that they were sober doing it.
No, the worst one was helicopter. Go away, helicopter.
Bro. No, I just feel like I feel like they took like the biggest edible before every interview, bro, and they were just zooted. Like that's what it comes off as, bro. There's no way they're sober, bro. No way they were sober.
Remember when they were walking the red carpet and the guy ran up to Ariana Grande and grabbed her, and Cynthia Erivo, she came up to her like the Liam Neeson meme and shit.
Yo, all right, guys,
have we shown you that?
Question? Yes, I did. Question, y'all. Question. If you guys want us to, we will react to a compilation of their interviews next week. If you guys want us to, we will. Just say the word.
We're gonna do it anyway, bro.
Yeah, we are. We
gotta do it anyway.
All right, guys. We're gonna end the show, man. We charged 2 hours and 38 minutes to the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, man. This is our last show of the year. 2026 is gonna be a big year, man. We got a lot of shows coming out, a lot of movies. We're gonna be present every week, and we're gonna get lit. Not like drunk or nothing like that, but like we're gonna have fun while we're doing it. And then just want to tell you guys, like, there's also going to be a variety of content. So we're going to be doing some comic vlogs. Us going to the comic store. We're doing like scavenger hunts at the comic store. Dallas is going to be doing some stuff on the Loreverse archive channel with like anime, which is going to be fun because I know some of you guys like anime as well. And obviously we have our Loreverse page where I'm just putting out just lore about all fantasy and superhero stuff. So and me and Carter are going to talk about this, but like I do want to get something out for you comic fans as well, because obviously like there's weekly pools and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that as well. So we hope you guys enjoyed this show. Please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Stay crispy and peace out.
Yeah.